welcome back to the Dissenters D&D campaign. Woo!
Welcome in, everybody. You will notice that Greg is back with us, so we have Paige again. Let's see. We have
Good
a few.
to be back.
Yes, welcome back. We have a few announcements before we jump into tonight's stream. So, first off, if you don't have one, you should get yourself a campaign keeper. Now, what is a campaign keeper? They are fantastic note-taker books that help you take better notes with any TTRPG system. Everyone else has our V2, and I have our Nuri's Notes edition. Super fancy, super pretty. Some cool little images inside, and a unique page as well. So go get those from our website and also on Amazon. So yeah, but do that. It's cool. In addition, you can join Emily and me on Monday at 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time to play Split Fiction, and on Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time to play Baldur's Gate 3. And of course, we will be back next Friday to do another Dissenters D&D session at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. If you're not on our socials, join our socials. We put up the announcements and a reminder about our streams. We also put in little short reels of all of our favorite moments from the different streams that we do. And you can also join our awesome Discord community and connect with other content creators on there as well, such as our guest star that we had last week, Kobold's Brew. So, go join those. We are going to go and have our recap by Megan today. And Megan. Never mind. Sorry. There's another one. Sorry.
I just wanted to show off for a second that the team here, we got some pretty cool team shirts here. We've got the Rosemary logo on the side. And if some of you guys want to show off the back, we have the Dissenters team. I think you guys need to go closer to the center. Yeah, there we go. Yep, with all of the cast members and their character art. Thank you, guys. We just wanted to show off how much we love the stream, and we are so grateful for you guys' support. And hopefully,
and thus started Greg and my bottle career.
There we go. There we go.
This is where it began.
And we're so grateful for you guys' support, and we do absolutely hope that we can continue doing this for a very long time with you guys, and that hopefully we can get merch that's, like this and super cool, maybe out there for you guys one day. So that's a future thing. So
and if you want that to happen, you should follow us on Twitch and TikTok and YouTube. Give us a like, leave some comments. It helps. It doesn't seem like it, but it does.
It helps a lot.
All right. Thank you, Emily, for that reminder. I totally blanked that. So we're going to go ahead and jump over to Megan now.
Hello. So last session, we had escaped all the trials that we went through with those two puzzles. If you would like to see our experience with those, go watch episodes 9 and 10. We had a blast and maybe freaked out a little bit. But we have been rescued as we were facing a black pudding in the last dungeon. And we were saved by a kobold by the name of Zilli. And after he had rescued us, we had taken that time to sorry, just trying to figure that stuff out with my computer. We decided to take a short rest, and during that short rest, we got to know Zilli a little bit. We found out that he's a member of the yellow-robed monks, the ones that we have been told about time and time again. And he revealed to us a few prophecies. And he told us that he's been trying to piece them together to see if they're all connected. After our short rest, we head over to the only door left that does not have a red X. We are basically in like this area that's like a backstage to everything going on around us. And there are different doors and all but one of them have a red X painted across them. And when we get into the next room, we have another puzzle. This one did take some time. It had a bit more of that strange writing, which Rayla was able to decipher, and we were able to figure it out after a few incidences, but we made it. And after that puzzle, we make it to the room with the collector, and we see basically her museum. She is a very organized hoarder, and we find out that she puts up what she finds, what she collects, what she steals. She puts them up for sale. And we tried bargaining for a bit, but that doesn't seem to work. Zilli has even tried to go and sneak off and get the sword that they find. But she gets caught and tries to play it off like she's just examining everything. And yes, there was also secrets discovered about each player or each character. But I think we're going to be coming back to those.
Sorry.
Mayhaps.
Mayhaps.
Yeah. I do have that clip if you wanted. Are we ready for it? No.
The one you were telling me about before starting. We're getting there.
Okay, sorry. I was like, wait a second. Did I miss my spot?
No, you did not.
Okay.
So
I was worried.
We tried bargaining. That didn't work. So we just decide, screw it. We're taking back what she stole from us, i.e. Seraphina and Paige. So the battle begins. And during that battle, our good friend Zadi goes and retrieves Paige and Seraphina and runs away. Thank goodness. Zilli makes a break for the sword, and Rayla and Castil sadly got frozen in the battle, and they are still frozen. And as we are nearing the end of the last session, we actually have a clip of this, of Zadi's big speech.
Down. I don't know if they can hear me. I'm still gonna say this. I might have lied. I do know the rest of that other one.
What?
Through noble souls, the last will find. The guide once lost of a faithful kind. A sacrifice given, blood and pain. Will stay the collector's hand, but not in vain. The champion free, though at great cost. The monk's lives given, but not all is lost. And I rush at her.
What? No! What? What?
Bonus action, flurry of blows. And that first one, I'm gonna use the indomitable Drek.
Okay.
And so I don't have to roll for that, and it's increased damage. I'm using all of it.
All nine?
All nine.
Sorry for the echo on that, guys. Since we streamed to TikTok and to YouTube and Twitch, we had two different versions of the video. One was portrait and one was landscape. And I tried to play them at the exact same time, but I think they got a little overlap.
Oops.
Sorry for the echo.
Yes, there was a bit of overlap. But as you have heard, he gave us the rest of the prophecy that he had hidden from us. He did hide the first bit of a prophecy from us as he was telling us each of them. And with the end of his great heroic speech, knowing what he has to do, he rushes towards the collector and uses everything that he has to just beat her to a pulp, knocking her unconscious, but at the same time heroically giving his life and giving us a chance to escape. And he had freed Paige, so we have Paige back. So
hey, Rayla got the assist on that too.
Yes, Rayla helped out with that as well.
Before she froze.
So Kaya and Paige were the ones who had to carry the frozen Rayla and Castil out, while Zilli did a last effort to get the sword, and they all rush towards the portal and make it out. And that is where we ended.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So you guys are all back at the entrance of the collector's lair. The door is closed. Castil and Rayla, as Zilli said, are frozen. Rayla had the ball with the cat in her arms, so the cat is also frozen inside the ball with Rayla.
And the bag of holding.
And the bag of holding, which Zaddy left on Rayla with some things for the party. And I think, yeah. So that's where we're going to pick up. Dane, Rayla, y'all are unconscious for whatever this stuff is that's happening. What do you guys want to do?
Hop in the microwave and hit defrost.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Good plan. Good
and
plan.
in 15 minutes, we'll be right as rain.
That's right. Paige? So, he was broken out of this bubble and then was, like, immediately told to run. He barely got the context of his surroundings before he just kind of, like, followed everyone. So, at this point, he's, like, panting. He's, like, carrying Rayla or something. He's, like, half carrying him. And he's, like, panting. And he sets Rayla down. And he says, what happened? Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, Kaya's gone. She's gone off the stream.
Oh,
I was like,
come
why
back.
is there no one talking?
Kaya, come back. Start
Okay.
again.
Start again,
You scared
Kaya,
me,
sorry.
so I was like, wait, what do you mean?
She's right
She's
there.
still with us, right?
She's still here. Wait. Different view. Okay, say it again.
Alright, so she's like freaking out a little bit, and she's freaking out because her friends are also still frozen. But when Paige asks that, instead of answering his question, she's just like, "Are you okay? What happened, like, to you?" Instead of answering what happened with us.
He, like, looks at the rest of the, like, looks at the two frozen party members, and he looks over towards Zilli. He's just as, like, very confused. He's like, I'm fine, I think. He, like, checks around himself. He has all his stuff. He's like, yeah. Paige fine.
He didn't take anything off of you?
Haven't looked, he says.
Nope, you still have all your stuff.
But, and he points towards the two statues. He's like, what happened?
So she'd kind of like sigh, just a little bit of relief, and then turn to them and be like, how do we fix them? They got frozen. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to.
The funniest thing is that Kaya actually saw us defrost someone, but Caitlin left before that point.
She was out of it, man. She was dealing with trauma.
She was so out of it, but we
have
legit.
no idea, guys.
I think it was Rayla defrosted Castil.
Yes, but I do want to check. Are we, like, frozen stiff completely, or is it, like, just We're shivering and...
No, you
I
go
think
to like
we're a
frozen
statue.
statues.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think Zilli has the sword, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Paige is gonna make a medicine check. He's gonna see if they're even alive.
That's a good question.
Nope, they're dead, and that's how we have to make new characters.
I can't feel
Left
pulse.
is statues.
Like,
After all the stuff I just dropped about Rayla, I'd be so sad.
that would be very
Kaya's
sad.
gonna follow suit, but with Castil. With like you work on Rayla and I'll do Castil.
Sounds good.
Okay. Roll for medicine.
Okay,
Rolling,
I got
rolling.
15.
I need to not use
15.
online dice.
Greg. 8. So we'll start with Greg. They're cold. They are solid. You think if you were to push them over and they were to break, that would be really bad. But you're not sure if they're still alive in there. You don't know with an 8, but you know pushing them over is a bad idea.
Can't tell. Can't tell. Ooh, new bag. Can't tell.
New bag. Kaya, as you're looking over Castil, yes, they are ice statues. However, you can see that they have injuries underneath the ice, which are not bleeding out because they were frozen. And of what you're thinking of the spell and like magic, and you think that they, if you were to thaw them out and you quickly did some medicine or some magical healing, they'd likely survive.
Okay, so Kaya's like, she's like kneeling over like Castil and she's calling out to Paige like, okay, he's alive. I think we can fix this. How's Rayla doing?
Rayla, cold. Cold.
And then she'll come over there and be like, okay, I think if we thaw them and somehow we can heal them, they look like they're about to be bleeding out. I don't know how to.
Paige can do it. Paige can do it. Need thaw them out. Okay, and he's going to reach into his pack. He's going to pull out a couple of torches, and he's going to use his tinderbox to light them. And he's going to like put them next to Castil and like be waving one, trying to even it out and be very careful about not, killing him and stuff. That
She'll
whole
do
thing.
the exact same thing too. She has torches and she'll do that on the other person. She'll just copy whatever you're doing.
Zilli, is there
Makes
anything you
sense.
would like to do to help?
How far apart are the statues?
Hold on,
We'd
Sierra
lost
left.
Sierra. Oh no, we'll need them back.
We
Slightly
burn
more.
everything to the ground. One of you
Yes,
guys drops a
Game
torch. We
over.
burn everything to the ground.
Game
I
over.
take my
We find
stick
out who the
and I
PvP
smack.
is.
Oh wait, yeah, I'm using the torches to gently.
And
They're
now we lost
pinatas.
Kaya. There we go.
Nice. But yeah, we're lighting it.
So how far apart are each of the statues?
Probably 5 feet away from each other.
Okay. So Zilli is going to sit far enough back that that she doesn't hurt anyone with this. This is for thawing purposes only. So she's gonna get as close as she possibly can with it being safe. Sit down and cast Hellish Rebuke.
Which, I think Hellish Rebuke can only be cast if you take damage.
It is a reaction.
Mm-hmm. So a reaction to being damaged.
I think, yeah.
But, I mean, you could damage yourself a little bit and then cast it.
I was actually just about to do that.
Oh, okay.
So
Kaya's
Zilli's
back.
just gonna like Zilli's just gonna sit down and she's gonna say, "Smack me."
Smack me.
Smack me.
Emily, Kaya's back. Oh no!
No explanation.
What is happening?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
And now Zilli's back because I guess
anything...
someone joins and someone gets kicked off right afterwards.
I'm waiting for
go.
my
I'm
turn.
back.
I haven't been kicked off.
Zilli's
Hi,
back.
welcome.
Kaya's back.
I'm back.
Smack me, she says.
You smacked me so hard I went out.
She's got again. You smacked her so hard she just flipped from existence.
Yeah, they did it a second time.
She's back.
Hi, welcome back.
Hold on. I gotta make her show on stream. Don't talk. Don't talk.
Don't talk. Don't say anything.
We're
Don't tell.
We're back.
Okay. Now pretend you're not being held hostage.
Okay, so here's the thing with Hellish Rebuke. It's in response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you, and the target is the creature that damaged you. So you point your finger at someone, and then the damage is dealt to them. Like, flames burst onto that person.
So drop the statue
you're
on her.
rebuking them. Is kind of, I think, what it is. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
how
Ram
dare
her with
you?
the statue.
Okay, so
Whack her with the statue.
I'm sorry,
Well,
but it was a
actually-
really good idea. In theory.
if she sits close enough and one of them pushes a statue onto her, that technically counts.
That counts.
I mean,
Like-
yes, sure.
So if me and Paige both pick up Castil
And
and
just-
we just like hold it like a ramming like thing and just into her.
Sure, I'll allow it. Why not?
Paige is very confused by these instructions, but I guess he's just a little extra confused.
Kaya's like, I know magic is weird, so it seems legit.
Seems legit.
Awesome. Okay, we do it. We ram him.
All right. Zilli, you're gonna take 1 point of blood. Actually,
I
Kaya,
do
roll
have
a
a backup
d4.
character in case.
Wait,
Castil,
You want
Do
me
what
to
you
roll a
think is
d4?
necessary with this.
A d4, and that's how much damage you're gonna take. Because you have to take damage for this, and they're like hitting you with it.
Yep.
it's a 1.
1 point of damage as they slam Castil into you, and now you can cast Hellish Rebuke.
Just hide behind Castil.
So roll
Nice.
2d10s.
Yeah. So this is the first time Paige has seen you use magic, and he visibly flinches. He's like, ah! He like pulls back. He's so confused. This poor guy.
This child could do this the whole time?
What?
Kaya just like pats him on the shoulder and she's like, yes. We just learned that too. She has magic.
Huh.
Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one.
Okay.
Just accepts it.
Okay.
Alright. Altogether, that is 7.
7, nice. So you do this Hellish Rebuke on Castil, and flames engulf his ice statue, and he thaws out, and he's like now limp in your guys' arms as he is bleeding out. Roll a death saving throw.
Wait, quick side note. If you were to Kaya probably needs to hear this too.
11.
But if you were to like flash thaw like meat like that, it's always gonna stay really like cold and icy in the middle, but the outsides are all heated up. So he would expectedly also wake up still being very cold inside.
Yes, I would agree.
Hide
At
away.
least he is,
He's
at least he is thawed and alive.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna try to stabilize him.
Okay, roll a medicine check.
Okay, medicine time. Puts him out. He's like, he's looking
Honestly-
at his wounds, trying to figure it out at a glance. Medicine 21. That stabilize him. Very
Nice.
good. Yeah,
Success.
he brings like some torches next to him. He's like, Still cold. Still cold. And he sees like a gash in him, and he like tears off some of his bandages and starts like wrapping it.
I like it.
So before I disappeared, I was gonna say that he would be at advantage because Kai would be helping.
Oh
with
yes.
medicine too. So.
Also, Kaya, while you were gone, we talked about how it was kind of like a flash thawing. So he's still really cold on the inside, and he's still gonna be freezing. But like on the outside, it's all heated up, and he probably is warm to the touch right now. But inside,
but my stomach is still frozen solid. I won't be eating anytime
soon. Don't worry, neither will Rayla.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You have other problems though.
Okay.
No problems here.
So you successfully stabilize Castil. He's unconscious but stabilized.
Honestly, I thought you were gonna have me shatter when they pushed me.
Well, they didn't push you. They picked you up and like used you as a battering ram.
Did I lose any limbs?
No.
Okay, if we used your head first, that might be concerning. But we used your feet first, so you're fine. Your shoes are fine.
I now have a big leg.
A leg just breaks up. Awesome.
Ooh,
okay, let's do the same thing for Rayla. That seemed to work.
I'd be like, Zilli, could you do that again?
She nods. Well, hold on. Let me see my spell slots. Yeah.
I think you have one left.
I have one level 1 spell slot left. And Sierra is gone again.
This is so
We're going to burn the
sad.
collector's house to the ground. We are going to free all those poor people who have been frozen and used as displays.
Yes.
So
wait, if we go back now, Sierra can't stop us.
Sierra's
oh, I mean,
here. Shh.
You know what he's right when Greg's like, I smack her with this. I never. No.
The canon has changed, Sierra. And there's nothing you can do to stop it.
I'll believe it.
Nice. Yeah, we're doing the same thing. We're picking up Rayla,
Perfect.
smacking her feet into Zilli.
Roll a d4, Zilli, for the damage you take.
Castil was fine, so we could do it to Rayla too.
Yeah.
Castil's the guinea pig.
Yep.
That is another 1.
Perfect. Take 1 point of damage, and then roll 2d10, please.
I mean, it's both good and bad that you're rolling ones.
Well, this is on a d4, so...
True.
I am sorry, Rayla. I don't know if this roll is going to be better or worse than what happened with Castil. That is a 13.
Nice. So, you get hit with this ice statue. You cast Hellish Rebuke. Flames go across Rayla, and she's thawed out. She goes limp in your guys' arms, just like Castil did, and she's now bleeding out. Roll a death saving throw, please, Rayla.
Yes, I will. 16. Oh, wait,
You succeed!
I needed to message you it, but sorry.
No, it's okay.
We're good. I don't think I'm gonna die.
Are you guys gonna roll for medicine again?
Yeah, roll medicine. Do a
'Kay.
similar thing.
With advantage, since you're working together.
Okay.
Wait,
Click.
what's your medicine?
Officially +3.
Okay, mine's +4. Maybe I should roll.
We probably should have you rolling these. I did already roll, so we could just take that, but...
Well, we could do a 21.
We can do 21. 21 sounds good, right? Yeah.
Sure, 21. You guys
Let's
managed
go.
to stabilize her. And now they
Nice.
are both unconscious on the ground, but alive.
Good.
Oh,
The
and
cat falls
drops
out
the
of-
cat ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cracked a little
While
bit.
they're stabilizing Rayla, can I pick up the cat prison ball and just smash it on the ground?
Yeah, roll for athletics, and then depending on how you roll, that will determine the type of damage dice you get a roll for it, because it has like a certain health level.
I have got
Paige.
nothing on athletics.
It just sees over his shoulder. You just like with the orb with the cat inside. He's like, the cat's frozen too. And then you're just like, boom.
Shatter it. He's like, no.
Paige is like, wait.
Ah.
No!
Wow.
We lost Zilli.
What is happening?
I'm immune. I'm gonna jinx it. I'm immune.
Knock on
Technically,
wood.
I'm also immune.
You're also immune, yes.
But
It's
I'm
everyone
also
else.
the stream host, so...
Fascinating experience that we're having here.
It wouldn't be a Rosemary PG Studios stream without a bit of technical difficulty.
True.
Yes.
Zilli's back.
True.
So that's a 13.
13. You can roll a d4 to try and break it. It did crack a little because Rayla just like dropped it on the ground when she was unfrozen.
I'm gonna try a different d4 to see if I can roll higher this time.
Good choice.
It worked. That's a 4.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, 4 is what you needed because 1 hit point was taken off from dropping it. You throw it on the ground and it breaks open and there's this little magical mist with it and the cat grows back to its normal size and is on the ground and kind of like its tail puffs up and it arches its back and it hisses and like looks around and then kind of like relaxes and goes meow and goes up to Zilli and starts rubbing against her legs and purring.
Zilli's going to pet her and just go, kitty.
Paige is looking towards this, and he just like watches as you shatter this ball. He's like, wait. Okay.
Yeah, kind of.
What happened?
Too. She's just like,
Have to spawn a cat in 3 seconds.
What happened? He's like so confused. He's like looking between the two of you, looking at the corpses.
Corpses. Unconscious. Okay.
Not anymore, apparently. He finished the job.
Finish the job while no one's looking. A
Yeah,
true
someone
rogue.
needs to answer Paige's question, though.
Yeah, I guess so. It'd be really funny if they just
sit there in silence.
He like looks towards Kaya. How is Kaya looking? Still
I just
traumatized.
look towards
over you?
Zilli.
Paige follows your gaze. He looks towards Zilli. What happened?
Zilli just looks back at the two of you. Cat is free now.
And then? He asks.
Kaya, like,
unconscious.
she's like, okay. She just like unpacks her bag. She's like, I guess we're gonna stay here for a hot minute so everybody figures out what's going on, and she will start making like a little campfire so she can like heat up some water and get them something to drink that's warm and heal them from the inside. But while she's doing this, she's like, okay, so we went in there to get the blade, and you were an idiot and grabbed the blade.
Shiny. He shrugs.
Yeah, shiny. And then you got taken down, and we didn't know what happened to you after that. We were still stuck up there. Anyway, so basically we went through there. There was a bunch of puzzles. The one wizard, she ended up dying, and then we found you guys with the collector, and yeah, these two got frozen, and then we saved you, and that's basically the gist of it.
He kind of looks through the people. All alive. He like nods, content a little bit. And he shakes his head. He says, Paige, don't remember anything inside.
Do you remember what happened after you were pulled down, or was it just immediate unconsciousness?
Immediate unconsciousness, he quotes you.
She kind of nods, and she's still like heating up this water, and she has like some chocolate powder stuff that she's been carrying this whole time from her home, and she's making hot chocolate because she used to drink it all the time when she was
awesome. That's great.
But she's just kind of quiet, and she's also kind of quiet because of the 2 people that they lost, but she doesn't really like say anything else about it.
Paige nods. He says, What about Kobold? He says Kobold in Dane's voice. I believe Dane said Kobold before. What about Kobold? Who Kobold?
She'll look at Zilli again just to see if she wants to answer at all.
Nope, she's still having the time of her life with the cat.
So she's like, so there's this puzzle that we did, and basically it showed things that would tempt us so that we would take them and eventually get killed because of it. And so we were about to get killed. We were about to get killed by what is it called? Pudding. I'm like
black pudding.
Black pudding. Yeah. We were about to get killed by one of those black puddings before the Cobalt. He actually saved us. He pulled us into the walls and yeah, he saved us, and he said he was part of the Yellow Robes and that he wanted to help. And he's actually the reason that we all got out of here alive.
I saw the end. He says, I saw the end.
Fairy tale story. Sorry, keep going.
That's practically all I know.
I see. He kind of nods. Strange. Wonder why. Paige, wonder why. He kind of like shakes his head, almost accepting. He'll never get to talk to that guy.
She'll be like, yeah, I do feel a little bit bad. I didn't really trust him. I never really trusted him, and then he just sacrificed himself for us like that. And I don't really know what to say.
Strange. Paige looks down. He looks down sort of towards Rayla and towards Castil. He's kind of looking between them. And he asks, he like looks very calm, and then he like his eyes widen, and he sort of looks between the two of you. He says, what day is it? How long has been? He asks.
Hold up.
Did you just ask how long has it been?
Yep.
So you guys are, it's hard to tell for you guys because it's all dark. Paige, if you were to look at your lantern, the lantern
And he pulls it out.
is in its darker setting, so that means it's actually nighttime. But for Kaya, if you were to like compare that and like think about it, you would know it's like the night of the same day you guys reached the collector. So it's been like maybe, I don't know exactly when you guys left in the morning, but it's at least been 8 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's officially the nighttime on the 11th of Draco, right? So tomorrow would be
sure.
the
Yes.
12th of Draco
Yes.
Kade.
Yes.
That would be 11th of Draco.
Okay.
She's back.
Oh, she back. I didn't even know she left. I thought I saw her like 2 seconds ago.
She was there.
You're back. Officially back.
So she will, she'll be like, well, it hasn't been too long, and she'll actually pull out, like, she has a little notebook that she kind of keeps track of everything, and she's like, I believe it's still the 11th of Draco.
Yeah. Okay. He looks up at the sky. So we're not in Arkukari. We're currently in Steelforge, question mark?
Correct.
Okay. So he looks up, and then you saw this like wave of relief go over him as you say that. He's like, 11 Draco. And then he looks up, and then his like face drops again. He's like, oh. Wait. Wizard dead. He actually says her name. He says Clara. He says Clara dead. How get back? He looks back up.
Well, the original plan was just to, I guess, trek all the way back up there. He didn't exactly have a plan for us to portal back to him.
Dangerous here. He like shakes his head. Oh well. Was planned. He shrugs. Sort of rolls his eyes a little bit.
And then she'll give you a cup of hot chocolate, and she's pouring Zilli's cup.
Oh, thank you. And he'll sort of take a couple sips. He looks over towards the unconscious two again, and he says, I'm gonna have to wait.
She nods.
Grumbles to himself. Sort of walks over and sits down next to them, next to the fires, which are nice and warm, as he drinks his hot chocolate.
And it's really, really good because it's super expensive noble hot chocolate that she stole before she left.
This ain't no supermarket brand.
I mean, if it was in your home, then it's technically not stealing.
It's true. But...
She got that Starbucks brand.
And she'll bring one to Zilli, and she'll pet the cat and sit by her as well. And they're just sitting and quiet.
Zilli just looks into the cup and is very confused as to what it is and just looks up at you.
She will speak in Elvish, and she'll be like, it's good, try it.
She looks back at the cup and then takes a little bit of a sip, and then her eyes just get wide in delight. And you can probably guess from this is her first time tasting chocolate.
Wow.
That's so wholesome.
What a chocolate to have for your first time having chocolate.
Yeah, don't get your
The
hopes.
best chocolate.
And then she'll
Yeah.
be like, well, like, do you like it?
She just chugs the rest of it.
And then Kaya's eyes get wide, and she's like, I'm gonna have to make some more.
You may or may not have gotten this child addicted to hot chocolate.
We go to
This
a
is
tavern.
on you, Kaya.
We go to a tavern and she's like, hot chocolate.
Are you guys planning to take a long rest here then?
I think one is needed.
We're all kind of exhausted, but...
Do either of you have hit dice?
I do.
Okay. Does Kaya, Rayla, Castil, do you still have hit dice?
Rayla, I think, still has all of her hit dice.
I should still have 2. I think
Yeah,
I've only used 1 so far.
Yeah, she has all... No, she has 2 of them left.
Okay. Because, no, we still have to take the full 8 hours to recover an unconscious person. Rules as written, that's how it works.
Yep.
Dang it. Okay. I guess we have to take a long rest. Is this an enclosed space here that we're in?
No, it's like a little indented. This is the door to the collector's lair that you guys are sitting on.
I see.
Yeah. It's like a little valley around the little crater in the ground.
Okay. So as Paige is collecting himself, I'm actually gonna roll a sanity check. I probably should have done this sooner, but it's fine. Okay. We'll just roll this. Roll that to the GM. Okay, 18. Okay. That's fine. So, Paige, he sort of like, he finishes his cup very quickly, as it is very good. And he sort of like now stands up and looks around, coming to the conclusion, safest here, he says. Don't think we should travel far. Safe here. So
she'll just kind of nod. And she'll give the cat some warm water so the cat can have something.
Good. Yeah, I guess we do take a long rest. Oh, Paige will also ask about the sword. He asks, wait, sword? Where's sword? Have sword?
Zilli pulls the sword out from beside her.
Ah. Good. Ooh. Not traitors. Not traitors. Okay, rest time.
Okay, so you guys start to take a long rest. Are you guys taking watches? What are you doing?
I mean, Paige will take some watches. Paige can take at least 2. If each watch is 2 hours, then we just need to watch.
Kaya will take the first watch, and she'll just like take care of the fire and just like look through her spell book and like read all the spells and just take that time to just do that. I also want to do a history check on the creature that killed Clara.
Sure. Roll for history.
Okay, I got a 24.
So with a 24, what comes to mind is that you have heard of Dejines before from a child's story. And in this story, a beggar used a Dejine to become a prince, so he could marry the girl he wanted to marry, who was a princess. But Dejines can grant wishes, however, they do it in a more twisted way. They always try and find the more evil version of it. And so, sure, he became a prince, but only because everyone else in line died mysteriously, including the princess.
Oh.
But he did become the prince of the kingdom.
How do you spell Dejine?
It's D, and then I know it's a J, and then
J-I-N-N.
Thank you.
Aladdin with a twist.
Okay, do I know anything else about it?
Do
I know that it's real, or did I think it was completely not even, like, it was just a story?
Let me look at what's said about the the monster book real quick. So I know what you would know. It's hard question there.
Paige just casually seeing her have Clara's old spell book.
Little bit of blood on it.
Not to ask questions here. Just, things have happened, and he's missed them, and he's got to accept.
No one seems to have the answers. Where are they?
I feel like it's about due time for a poll.
What kind of poll do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm just saying that in general, I think we should do a poll soon.
It's been. I'm just itching. I'm itching.
All right.
I'm kind of itching.
All right, audience, high or low? Does the Gene show up and take us all out right now?
Oh, that's what you meant.
I'm not powerful enough to get that to happen yet, guys. It's okay.
Let's see. So you would have considered them to be legend and story. And, extremely rare elemental creatures in legends and story.
So am I shocked that it even exists?
Probably. Yeah, I'd probably say you're very surprised. Yeah. You know that they grant wishes. One wish. Wait.
Who wished for this to happen, guys?
Oh, can grant 1 to 3 wishes to a creature that isn't a genie. And then it can only grant those wishes to that creature once, and then, it has to go to a different creature. Like, that same creature can't keep you, to find it again and do another 3 wishes.
So potentially, could somebody say, I wish that you'd kill all the wizards that are casting spells above this level forever?
Something like that. You don't know exactly what they wish for, because Djinns will take the more evil version to complete a wish. If you say, I wish to be a prince, and in his mind it's so I can marry the princess, he's like, okay, I'll make you the prince. I'll just kill everybody. So.
Okay. Do I know anything else?
They're elemental creatures. Innate spellcasters. Handy with weapons. You've heard that in some stories. And that's really all you know.
Okay. She's she'll have the spell book open, but she'll also have a little notebook open. She's taking notes on things she remembers about them too. Just to try to get her thoughts on paper and figure out what's going on.
Okay. About an hour into your rest, you start to hear a clicking, grinding noise from below you. And it's getting louder, and the ground is starting to rumble. What do you want to do?
I would quickly get up and start shaking Paige and be like, Paige. The ground, something's,
Oh, he's gonna, reach over and start grabbing people and, pulling them off of
and
the place.
she'll help you, but she's, yeah.
The cat's gonna paw at Zilli's face. Meow. Meow.
Zilli groggily gets up.
Just pull them aside. Something to hide them with. Let's see. Branches. Nope, not here. Don't have a net. Leaves. Dig trap. This is not good.
To be fair, Sierra did say that you guys managed to get us out of there as frozen solid statues. Take that with what you will.
The ground is now starting to twist and open.
I need to find like a pile of rocks. Just like a pile of rocks. Something that we could all just quickly shove everyone behind and hide.
Sorry. For the audience, Emily just put into our chat, we're dead. And just to say, this is exactly what happened when you guys decided to take a long rest in front of the White Dragon's Cavern in our past campaign. This is exactly what happened.
So
that's why I've been putting in the chat on the side, like, guys, we're at the bad guys' lair. We should leave. Guys, don't do this.
Nah, we'll just have some cocoa. We'll sit down, take some cocoa, have a good time.
Have a color party.
Kai will help move them, and then she will cast illusion and like help cover them with like a rock or some sort of, I don't know what, but like she can cast illusion to like hide them somewhat.
Yeah. So I guess what sort of check are we making here?
Would
I've heard some different
that
ideas.
hour be long enough for us to do a short rest and use our hit die?
No, for an unconscious creature to come back, it has to be a long rest. That's as rules as written, as Greg said.
I had not known that.
It's so sad because we're also the only healers in the group.
True.
So it's not like we can like bring each other back with like a hit point or whatever.
If only I had made good berries.
Yeah.
Right?
So bad.
So I've heard that you want to hide them behind a rock. I've heard you want to do illusion. What are you guys doing?
Maybe just like a mix of both.
Yeah,
Find
like
a rock,
pulling them
get
behind a
behind
rock.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And covering it with illusion.
Okay, so you're gonna grab them, drag them behind a rock. Where are you? Where are you doing that on the map?
I don't know. This sort of looks like an exit way over here, so we want to go the opposite way, because if she's leaving, she's gonna think, well, where did they go? So whichever way looks like the least like an exit.
Okay, where do you feel like that is on the map?
Right here. Wait, is that a torch or is that just?
No, that's just like a glowing light.
Okay.
You got like lights glowing.
It's either behind that rock or this rock over here.
To be fair, we're not exactly strong enough to just carry you guys away.
Yeah, probably like here, to be honest.
But like I said, you somehow managed to get us up here as fully frozen statues.
And now we're exhausted because we had to carry
Adrenaline. That's what that was. Adrenaline.
Kaya did not even lift one of you if she wanted.
You were pretty quiet right there for a second, Emily.
Oh, I am?
Yep.
Darn it. Okay.
Yeah. A little quiet.
Am I better now?
Yes.
Slight.
Yes.
More would be good.
More would be good?
Yes.
Okay, what about here? Good?
Good.
Good.
Perfect.
What if we went down here? Because this looks like a kind of ridge. If we all laid down, and then I cast something to make it taller.
Yeah. That would be good. That's probably our best bet. Only worry, we can't really discuss this, but only worry I have is if she has some sort of magic to detect through magic. Detect magic, for example, would be a great spell for this. Something like that. But she would have to think to do it. So we have to be very convincing, is basically what I'm saying. We would have to roll very, very well. But I agree with your plan. Let's go with that.
All right, so go ahead and move all your characters over behind this ridge. Kai is casting minor illusion to make it look like rocks are over you guys. I need you to roll for stealth, please.
Do you want us to
Do we
move
get
our
advantage
tokens, me and
'cause the
Castil?
No, not you
Time
guys.
to mention that Castil snores very loud now.
Do we get advantage because 2 of us are unconscious?
I'll say you get advantage because Castil and Kai have said that they're working together to hide people. Zilli, is there anything you're doing to contribute to this?
Paige said.
Paige,
Yeah, Paige,
sorry.
Castil's out.
I know
there's
who's who.
There's not really
Guys,
much.
I rolled a 3 for my first.
There's not really much Zilli can do to help.
Okay.
And I rolled a 7.
The 7, okay. You guys think you have hid yourselves pretty well.
Wait. Let me see what my multiplier is. It might be terrible, but let me see.
I rolled a 25. If we're going by group check rules, hypothetically, we take the totals of all of our checks, combine them, then divide it by the number of people who made the check, and you take that number. So if you think about it that way.
I got an 8.
If I think about it that way, what are you gonna say?
Well,
Okay,
once
so
we
we
have
have 25 plus 8, and then divide it by
25
2.
plus. Well, yeah, but also Zilli needs to make a stealth check.
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Zilli would need to make
Yeah, I
one.
got a 22.
Okay. If we're doing group rules, our check is 18.
Okay, chat. Option 1 or option 2? Do we let them have the 18 or do we do it individual?
Poll time. Poll.
We were itching
time.
for a
Let
poll.
the party
Poll
decide
time.
your
Wait,
fate.
so what were the
I mean,
options
the audience.
again? What were the options?
So
one-
option 1. Sorry, continue.
Yeah. Option 1 is it is a group check and we get an 18 as a group. Or option 2, it is individual checks.
Would it help
And,
if I made my cloak rock
you know.
colored and put it on top of us?
No, because you're doing the illusion, so I would say that is your thing to help you.
Already illusioned. Huh.
Well, so far it's 100% for 1.
Nice. Hey, reminder, you don't have to give us the good outcome. You can give us whatever outcome your heart
Don't say
desires. Perhaps you roll a die and you make a high or low yourself to determine what you shall vote.
That's true, you could do that.
We
This
got
is
some
not-
chaotic voters.
People are
This is-
choosing chaos.
You'll note that 3 people have voted. Okay, so when I said you could, didn't mean what did you do? I'm not saying you
Doesn't mean
shouldn't.
you should.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it
I
doesn't
love it.
good.
Remember,
Greg over
TikTok,
here
you
being like,
Yeah.
can
"Just like that you
vote, just
could,
comment.
Doesn't mean you should.
I'm just trying to sound biased, not actually be unbiased. Like,
I see how it is. All right. Let's start wrapping it up.
Okay,
Real
Alright.
quick, Steve
5,
Steve Weber's response.
3, 2, 1. What was it?
Looks like
Steve Weber said, "Your faces are too darn cute for us to pick the bad choices, though."
Thanks. That's cute.
Aw, thanks.
I did it on
Steve.
purpose, actually.
I know we don't do
Okay.
audience inspiration of like giving you guys inspiration in this campaign, but if we did, I would give you some.
but if we did,
But if we did, yes. Okay.
I'll
nice.
get a 3 and a 7.
So 1 was united, 2 was separated. So 1
Correct.
was successful.
Correct. So you guys are going off of 18.
18.
Which let me find this.
And then I sneeze.
And then
I
you
have a
sneeze.
sneeze.
It does.
Paige like rips. He sees the sneeze coming. He just rips his hand over towards you and just covers your mouth. You can't breathe for a couple seconds.
All right. The door creaks open. Like you hear it grinding and creaking open as the collector rises from below. She has some dried blood on the edge of her mouth, and her claws are out, and her face is tilting back and forth, her eyes covered, and she's snarling, and you can see that she's missing like one of her canine teeth. And she has like a bruise forming on the side of her face. Let me go pull up her card, because I didn't think I was going to have to do this. So.
Is she considered humanoid?
No, she's not.
Dang.
Woohoo, Steve! 14's good. 14's pretty good. And Seji just deciding chaos.
Actually, no, she is humanoid. Yeah, no, she's humanoid. So, yeah, she's sure.
How do we make sure the cat is quiet? And doesn't just like walk out through the rock, through the
The cat's the one that gets you all. Zilli's been holding the cat, I assumed.
I'll let the cat move.
I'm gonna be holding Serafina the way I actually hold my cat, which is just like pressed up against me.
Okay. Okay, she's going to roll for perception because she's actively trying to find you guys. She's mad. She's very mad.
Does she get disadvantage because she's blind?
She actually doesn't rely on sight, but...
Uh-oh. Can I use my own personal DM inspiration to give her disadvantage?
Sure.
From several sessions ago.
Yeah!
Straight from the DM. Straight to disadvantage. Okay.
A reminder, audience, you can give out inspiration to the players. It's going to be like separate from DM inspiration. They do the same thing. But you can give us inspiration if you think that we did something cool. Or funny. Or dumb.
Or dumb and you think it's worth rewarding, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so because of this DM inspiration, she rolled lower. And she doesn't seem to see you guys right away. She doesn't seem to notice you guys right away. As she's kind of going around and looking, and her octopus legs are sliding across the ground, and she's standing very tall off the ground. She's searching and snarling. And you can hear her sigh. Come back to the center. Come back, little ones. Come be part of my collection. You won't be harmed. Not at all.
Inside, though.
Insight check.
Regains consciousness for 1 second.
What? No.
Are you sure about... No, they just regain consciousness and he like sticks his head up. Are you sure about that?
Okay.
Really? You all? Great.
She's going to search around one more time, and you guys are kind of like holding your breaths as it like 10 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by. She is like going further out from her circle and then back into the circle and then further out and then like back in.
How does she not think we just like, wouldn't we obviously just like run away? Like, wouldn't she just go look? I don't know.
You guys stuck around.
She seems pretty convinced that we stuck around.
We also don't know any of her abilities. She could be able to scry us or anything like that.
This is also true. You don't know. So she's going to try one more time. Oh my goodness. Where did my D20 go? I just used it.
See, this is a sign that she shouldn't roll again.
Yeah, don't let her
I found it.
Oh.
See how you can't find the die like she can't find us?
Yeah. See? IRL. In real life. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. What's her perception again?
Seji, don't say that. Not right now.
Not right now.
Is she like Daredevil? Can she hear heartbeats? I hope not. I'll just like tear into my chest and like grab my heart. Stop it, you know.
I mean, if you were a warforged, maybe.
Just muffling.
Gross.
Moment.
Gross. I need to double check another thing real quick.
I don't like when she double checks things.
Someone else use their inspiration.
Do we have any more inspiration?
I
don't think so.
I can use my inspiration.
You're the only one that has inspiration left.
It's only fair.
He's not. Don't worry, man. Don't worry about it.
I want to know what she's looking for first.
Like I would tell you.
Understandable.
I did save it beforehand because I didn't think it was gonna be necessary, and now it is. Whoopsies.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use my inspiration too, if that helps.
Sure.
Also, side note, Seji goes, "I know what you are, Greg."
Yeah, I know what he knows. It is what it is. We just got each other. It's okay.
Well, we're not using that one because that was a nat 20. So.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Very good show.
Okay.
I got inspiration from my JoJo reference. It paid off. Let's go.
It paid off.
Hey!
Where is it? I literally found it not that
guys,
long
I'm
ago.
making a calendar in my book for our game.
The
Writing
one
down
in
all
the
the days.
campaign keeper, the calendar in there.
No, I'm making my own calendar.
Fancy.
A fancy,
Cool.
fancy calendar.
I'm keeping my calendar in the campaign keeper.
Yeah,
I just think for me it'd be easier if I did like all the days and the months like together so I can see them.
Nice.
But it's just fun to draw calendars.
Honestly, drawing in general is fun.
Just doodling.
Okay.
I think
Sorry.
While we wait for our demise.
I may just. I mean, I have got the inspiration. You know, I might as well hit him with the disadvantage again.
I think Caitlin
She already
just did that.
disadvantage though
Okay, she already has disadvantage.
because of Kaya,
Okay.
and she on her disadvantage. Yeah, she got a nat 20 on the disadvantage, so she's not looking good for you guys. Okay. So
Wait, she rolled 2 nat 20s for disadvantage?
no. On the she had no. I rolled an additional die for the disadvantage, and that one was a nat 20.
Oh, so the original. Okay.
So the original, we're keeping the original one.
Whatever that was.
Whatever that was. And she comes over here, and then her head just snaps to the side to where you guys are. And she rushes forwards at you guys, claws reaching out.
I cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay, roll the hit.
Imagine she didn't actually know we were there, but she was just rushing just to see if something would happen.
That would be
You know,
hilarious.
and if she was, it worked.
It worked.
I was waiting for it to be, and she strikes the bush and hits a bunny next to you guys. Or something.
Kills the buddy.
Sierra.
Yeah,
Sierra.
yeah.
Does a 24 hit?
Oh!
Yes. Yes, it does.
Dang.
Yes.
Roll for damage.
Kill her.
Alright, so that is a d10. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. That is 9 points of damage.
Okay, you hit her with this blast, and she just like her head like goes to the side, and she whips it back, and screeches at you guys. And as she does, Seraphine is actually going to wriggle out of your arms, jump forwards, and she jumps forwards in front of you guys. Her back is arched, her tail is up and all poofy, and she hisses at the collector. And as she does, you guys don't see it because she's in front of you, but her eyes do like glow and flash in light, and there's this ripple of magic all around you guys, and you warp through space and are teleported away to another part of Steelforge, away from the collector.
Okay.
Paige, he's like actively like taking his pack off. He's like reaching over to pick one of the people up, and then that happens. He like, his head pops up. He like looks around. You could have done that. He says to the cat.
The cat's name is Seraphine.
Seraphine, yes, and Seraphine, after doing that, after hissing, you guys warp through space and time. You're in this completely different area of Steelforge. She looks back to you guys and goes, meow, and then just falls to the ground and like is unconscious.
She couldn't do that.
The kitty.
Three members of the party.
Zilli's gonna go over, pick up the kitty, and just like gently hold her and pet her while saying, "Good kitty, good kitty."
She is completely limp in your arms, but she is breathing.
Okay. Run good.
Run good.
Can Paige catch his bearings here? Does he know where he is?
Roll for history or survival.
Okay.
Can I roll for history? I want to roll for history.
To know where you are in Steelforge?
Yes.
Sure.
23 for survival.
Okay, let's see what...
I got 9.
9. You're in Steelforge. There are spooky looking trees around you. There's fog on the ground. It's kind of pretty though at the same time because there's like these like firefly creatures lighting the path, but there's rocks, creepy looking plants. That's all you get.
Don't touch anything.
Don't touch anything. Don't touch it. For Paige, you do recognize where you are. And you guys are... Oh, where's the map? Map. In the map. Let me move you guys to the right map. If I could. Why don't we just move you guys over there? Oh.
On the map, on the map,
on the map, on the map. It's not letting me move the image.
Imagine playing as a map in D&D.
Dang.
There we go.
Can only arrive when beckoned.
Can only arrive.
Worst map ever. Just, I don't know where you're going.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know, man. Ask someone else.
Alright, Paige, you guys are about... Oh, that's the wrong one. Where's my pen? Oh, that's the wrong one. Ignore that. Don't look at that dot. You're about here. Ah! Why didn't it work? Ugh. I can do technology. I'm not old. Okay, there we go.
That
That little line.
Here, are you okay if I make it bigger?
I can make it bigger. That's fine.
Oh, my color's green.
This is gonna be very fun, I'm sure.
Bigger. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is really, really wide.
Is this where I think we are?
Oh no.
Okay. So.
Sorry. Is this where I think we are, Sierra?
Close-ish. Close-ish.
Okay.
If we're thinking of the same person.
With the wolves?
Yes, you're close-ish to that area.
Okay.
All right, what do you guys want to do?
Okay. So Paige, he says, or run good, he says, and he's going to like, she just like reaches down and like grabs onto Rayla. He actually looks between Rayla and Castil, and he decides on Rayla. He thinks she's going to be lighter, and so he reaches down, picks her up.
He is
encumbered by this.
She is surprisingly light. You
Bro doesn't
lighter
eat.
than you would
That's
think.
not surprising.
It's not surprising. Okay, but he like picks up Rayla, and he says, "I know how to get out of here." His voice actually transitions very abruptly from, because usually he talks in Jalora's voice. Now he's talking again in that same humanoid voice that he spoke directly to you with, Kaya. Says, "Don't worry, I have a plan." And he like just swings her over his back. I can see him like struggle a little bit. Adjusts himself. Okay. I know what to do. Grab him. And then points over to Castil. It's gonna be a long walk.
Kaya looks in her hands, and she looks at him, and she's like, I don't know about...
I mean, if Zilli and Kaya both carried him, maybe? They like tag teamed it, you know?
I'm already encumbered. I'm definitely half speed right now. Wait, you have a bag of holding.
You don't know it's a bag of
my
holding,
belongings into the. I know she has a bag. That's true. I would just empty everything, and he doesn't.
You
know.
wouldn't need to empty it. Just put your bag inside the bag.
He wouldn't even recognize it as a bag of holding, unfortunately. But yeah, it's heavy. He's quite encumbered. It's very clear this is quite strange.
Wait, so are you dumping stuff in the bag of holding, or?
No. I mean,
unless someone tells me about it.
But I think I would see that, and she'd be like, "Wait, what if we?" And she would like grab the bag and like just kind of hold it open, and like, would this help?
A bag. He like gives you a confused look.
And she's like, "It's a bag of holding. It can carry all your stuff."
Oh.
But not living creatures.
Just to clarify.
Just to clarify, we would suffocate within 10 minutes.
Does anyone here know that?
Kaya should. She's a wizard.
No, she's just talking about his bag and stuff. Because, like, he has a giant bag on his back. And then
he's got a backpack. And then, yeah. He's going to say, "Oh, good." Like, gently sets down Rayla. And then he just takes his pack. And he just kind of, like, stuffs it inside.
And she'll like hold it open.
Now, your bag wasn't also a bag of holding, right?
Whoa.
Astral plane, here we come.
So yeah, he does that, and he's like, okay, other stuff. Okay, hold on, I gotta check off my weights and stuff to see how much weight I have. Okay, still a lot of weight. It's fine. Okay, we're gonna. Yep.
Imagine his bag gets like lost in a fire.
Yeah.
It's gone.
And then you put the bag of holding back on Rayla, right?
Yeah. Put the bag of holding back onto Rayla.
I would put it back. I would put it on Paige's like side so that he can like actually protect it better. But like obviously we'd give it back to you once you're awake.
Conscious.
Yeah. But I'd put it on his side so that we don't lose it.
I mean, technically, Rayla never knew she had the bag in the first place. So
true.
We're still gonna say it's her item, though.
What?
We're still gonna say it's her item and needs to be returned to her, though.
Yeah.
He puts 100 pounds of things into this bag. Anyway, he's just collected some trinkets here and there.
Some trinkets, 100 pounds worth. Wow.
So Kaya has 69 pounds of stuff. She'll also put that in there.
Okay.
Nice. All right. We've freed ourselves up.
You might actually, just a thing, you might want to put Rayla's backpack in the bag of holding because it is full of a lot of things as well and is very heavy.
Put everyone's backpack in.
Yeah, we'll also do this. Put the pack.
So
real quick.
Rayla's carrying a lot of Zilli stuff in her backpack too, so.
As we're
Castil
doing that, Kaya's
actually
like,
packs light.
wait, is there something that we're gonna need to access easily that we just...
No, we run. Oh,
Okay.
one thing. He reaches in. He pulls out a bag of ball bearings. He says, one thing. Part of the plan.
Okay,
Attaches to
and
his
then
bag.
she nods and like gets Castil's bag. She'll like close it up and then she'll be like, alright, here, wear this. Keep it safe. It has all my stuff in it.
Castil's bag?
Yeah,
Why not put that in
Okay.
the bag of holding too?
that's what I just said.
Oh,
Oh, this.
Yeah.
That goes in the bag of holding as well. Okay. Now everyone's weight is just their total weight plus armor and probably any weapons. But yeah, we'll just... It's more carryable now. I can carry 100 plus pounds.
Sorry, you could probably put Rayla's shield in there and that'll lighten up your load as well.
Okay.
And then her sword is just on her hip, so.
We're just putting everything in there.
Everything's
Great.
in the bags. Okay.
Except Kaya's
Yeah.
gonna keep a dagger and she'll leave you with your sword probably. In case they
Yeah.
need it.
Sounds about right. Okay. Sounds good.
And then what she'll do is she'll lay her cloak on the floor, and then she'll roll Castil onto it, and then she'll ask Zilli to help her pull it on the ground because she's not gonna be able to pick him up. Still.
Oh, but the cat! The
You
cat!
can
We
just
will
put
help her.
Just put it on his chest. She's asleep anyways.
The cat can sit on the cloak too. It's soft and
Oh.
it's comfy, and we can pull it.
This is so stressful.
Perfect. Okay. Initiate plan time. Okay. So, Paige knows where to go from here. And he will, like, again, just pick up Rayla. He's got the bag of holding at his side. He's canonically the one holding onto it for now. And he is going to begin walking. He is going to try in the direction to Blamden. Is that a good place to go?
Is that a good
Gotta
place to
double
go?
check my notes. I gotta double check my notes.
Mhm.
Just give me.
Sorry.
Okay.
Our chat on the side is really funny.
Just in case you
Only
want to
the
look where you
Sylvan
are.
men.
Dane
Yeah,
said
okay.
that it's kind of funny being unconscious. And then I'm like, okay, POV, when the two physically strongest players / heaviest get knocked out. And then Caitlin goes, and the healers.
Yeah, all that's left is children. The 2 adults are out.
All the dead are out.
I said this, but like technically Castil only has an 8 in strength. I don't know if he's one of the strongest.
Oh no. I think I'm the only person who put like all my points into strength.
You
I
are the
put
only
0
one.
You're the
into
one who
strength.
needs strength.
Yeah, I am a
Yes.
paladin.
Huh.
I mean, I could get a higher strength by shapeshifting, but
But you have to be away for that.
And Megan saying your guys' safety is in the hands of a squishy wizard and 2 kids.
Paige isn't a kid.
and an all-powerful cat.
Yeah,
okay?
Paige is
An
technically
unconscious
a
cat.
kid.
Conscious,
He's
powerful
a
cat.
child. He's still a child.
He's still a child. Okay. We're gonna go to Blamden. And Paige, very notably, as he's walking, he'll like put an arm out and he'll throw a ball bearing toward every single tree we see, towards their roots specifically. And he will wait. And after a few seconds, he will begin walking.
She's
Every
like, "What
single
are
tree.
you
He loses a lot
doing?"
of ball bearings doing this. Says,
What?
no time to explain, he says.
And as he says that,
move.
Kaya, he throws another ball bearing, and you see one of the trees, its roots reach out and lash around the ball, tear up the ground, and pull it downwards. And, like, there's just this wreckage of dirt around the tree, and it looks completely normal again.
Oh, there is time. That. And then he turns and goes to another tree.
And nothing happens. But every few, when he hits the tree, it lashes out and rips up the ground and tears at anything within 5 feet of it. And then retreats back to normal.
Oh,
I love the irony that this is where Castil was born and raised. Yet he cannot go through a dungeon without being wiped out.
Yeah, you don't even get to see the journey, like, through your own lands.
Yep.
Although I will say, for those who are unconscious, you are, like, this is counting towards your long rest because you're not doing anything.
Hey!
So this is counting as a
light
long rest
activity.
for you guys. So you've already had 1 hour. You've already had an hour and a half because of, like, the time of the, like, the moving and packing things. So you've had at least an hour and a half towards your 8. How long are you guys?
1/10 of a health point back.
Hey! How long are you guys planning to travel for?
This is a good question. We could go until we hit Lambden.
That's about a day away.
Definitely take us through the night, though.
several times Kaya will have to stop just to like breathe
Just
because
breathe.
she not used to any of this. She might be strong enough, but she's not used to physical labor at all ever.
Yep. Paige seems very used to this, almost comfortable. As he's just trudging along, every now and again you're like, "Hey, Paige," and he's like, like, sit down, just breathe for a second.
So how many ball bearings do you have left? How many did you have to start with?
1,000.
1,000? Okay, that's good. That's good. Because I was like, how many do you have left? I'd say you've used at least 100 at this point, and it's been like another hour of traveling.
You could pick them up at the trees that don't go crazy.
Yes, I think he will. That would make the most sense. He's probably wise enough to do that. Yeah. But yeah, 100 ball bearings makes sense. I'm gonna mark that off.
We'll still say 100 because of the trees you're running into. Like, there's a lot of them.
Yes. Okay. After a couple hours, maybe like we'll just like stop here after like an hour.
So you guys have had 2.5 hours then of a long rest.
2.5 hours of long rest. Okay. After that, Paige would like set people down, take a break. Okay.
Question.
You can rest here, I think.
Yes,
Says.
Castil.
So, elves have their trains that they only need 4 hours to do for a long rest. Do I still need to wait the 8 to get up from 0 hit points?
I would say no. If your race says you complete a long rest in 4 hours, I would say no.
Well,
it's not
technically
just
they
4 hours,
still
it's
need
4
the
hours of
8 hours.
meditation.
No, they still need it. Well, that's true. They still need 8 hours of a long rest. It's just sleep.
Yeah, it's just a lighter sleep.
Is it
Technically, with
activatable feature
unconscious
or a
creatures,
passive one?
it should
Passive.
still be that they need the full 8 hours.
Okay.
You just
I'm
you
gonna
don't have to
double check
sleep
the
long.
wording.
I
Because
could see either
even
way.
like for like human races, you can still spend like some of your long rest just in light activity. That's why like we can do watches and stuff. So
Yeah, I just don't know how far that goes into his consciousness coming back.
Hmm.
I think we will be unconscious for 8 hours. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how it's ruled, but I'm not 100%.
Well, we can double check.
Okay. I could see it being ruled either way, to be honest.
Hmm.
Because, like, on one hand, like, there's a meditation attribute to the long rest. Hi, Knights at the Dinner Table. Welcome. There's, like, a meditation attribute to it that's not, like, just sleeping. Just purely off memory.
Right, so it is not a shortened long rest, which means while others need to sleep for like 6 to 8 hours of the long rest, an elf only needs to sleep for 4, and then the other 4 they can spend doing light activities.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, but they gain the same benefits, so I'm gonna say, this might be wrong, but we're gonna say that's how this is in this one. For an elf, okay, you can get the benefits of a long rest in the 4 hours. So I'm gonna say you can come to consciousness, but because you have not finished your full 8, I'm gonna say you have like 1 hit point.
Okay, that makes sense. It'd be one of the. My thought process would be like he's conscious, but he might not have the strength to move.
Yeah, so you can be conscious after 4 hours at 1 hit point, but you can't regain all your hit points and your full like spells and stuff until the 8 hours, like everybody else.
Okay.
Now that's probably wrong, but we're gonna just say that's how it is in this case.
Sure.
Okay.
So we get there after that hour, after the 100 ball bearings, and then Paige sort of says, "Okay, I think we can rest. Maybe far enough away." He like puts Rayla gently on the ground.
Okay.
Maybe.
Also, welcome in, Bucephalus.
Welcome!
I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Useless. Hi, what's the scenario? Oh, we just escaped certain death and are trying to make sure we don't get caught by said certain death.
In enemy territory.
Hopefully. In enemy territory, too, so, you know.
Wait, so when they stopped to take a breather, is this when Castil wakes up?
No, this is at 2.5 hours.
Another 2.5.
So,
okay.
Yes. Yeah, an hour and a half left.
Okay. So after sort of setting him down, Paige will then start gathering stuff. Mostly loose branches and stuff, being careful about the trees to try and make this look as natural as possible for these unconscious people to be here. Hide them if you can.
Okay, roll for survival.
Okay, survival check. He's good at these. He's good at these. We'll use a Kenku recall to give myself an advantage on this.
All right.
It makes a lot of sense. This is not uncommon for him. This is his. Oh, I did not roll with advantage, but I will roll it a second time.
Are you alright if I explain the question that was asked?
Yes, you can explain that. Natural 20, you successfully do what you're doing, Greg.
Okay. Natural 20, woo!
Natural 20.
So currently there are 2 kingdoms that are at war. There's Arkukari and Steelforge. Steelforge is under a curse that kind of keeps them in the dark all the time. There's a bunch of like monster races that live there and stuff. Anyway, and it's like ruled by kind of like a drow matriarchal system. And then Arkukari is ruled by a patriarchal kind of system. But essentially, right now, our party is a little messed up. But in Arkukari, we rescued a city essentially from being under the same curse as Steelforge is under. And the lord of that place is essentially like, hey, I'm not going to tell everyone that you saved the town unless you go and retrieve my ancestral sword. So he teleports us to a dungeon in Steelforge that holds his ancestral sword, and it's held by this bad guy named the Collector. So we end up escaping with the sword, but my character, the party's paladin, and then Dane's character, the party's druid, have both been knocked unconscious. We're the only ones with healing magic. And we are now trying to escape Steelforge, which is technically the enemy of the kingdom that we've been residing in. And so right now we're trying to escape and make sure nothing tries and gets us.
Right, because they also decided to try and take a long rest on top of the literal door to the Collector's lair.
To be fair, I was saying in the chat that shouldn't happen, but then again, I was unconscious.
You were unconscious.
And this is old school D&D, or well, I guess it's D&D 5th edition. 5e. Yeah. And we are playing on Roll20, where Sierra gets to create the maps. So yeah, we're just all together playing D&D.
And the task is to survive and get back to Arkukari with the sword within 3 days.
Yep. Currently. Oh yeah. Otherwise
they are branded as traitors, and everyone they care about dies.
Yeah, and including and then we get hunted down.
Yep, it's not great.
So yeah, there you go. Natural 20. Yippee for survival check. Done. Yeah, he seems too good at this. I'm gonna just say it. He seems too good at this. Just going. Also, I guess for a little bit of clarity, perhaps during this time you may have looked up at the sky or looked over around. Oh no, she's gone.
Aww.
Gaia, come back.
Gaia!
Welcome back. For clarity, for the player's sake as well as the audience's, like, as you look up towards the sky, perhaps it seems a little off. The stars are not in the right place. And the foliage doesn't make any sense. It's very weird. And to this, Paige, looks up. He reaches into the bag of holding, pulls out his lantern, opens it up, closes it, looks back up, checks a couple things, and then he just starts walking, placing his lantern back into his pack. That's how this all started. He just, immediately knows exactly where to go. Weird land. But Paige has clearly been here before. It is very obvious. He makes no effort to try and hide this.
So are you all stopping here then? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll stop here. I think that's a good idea.
Kaya's just looking at all the pretty scenery and the fireflies.
Pretty.
Just staring at it all.
You do note that pretty much all of the trees here are dead. So, pretty is relatively. Some of them still have leaves, but they're black. They're dead trees.
He likes the fireflies and the glowy stuff.
There's a lot of that.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys, who's taking watch?
Not the unconscious
Paige.
people.
Yeah, you guys can't. You're not allowed.
Give me an hour.
Yeah. Paige will take a watch. He'll sort of he's sort of setting things up. He says, I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep an eye out. You all rest, he says. In one coherent sentence.
Kaya just straight up passes out. Bro's so tired. She's so tired.
Immediately falls asleep. Doesn't even care that she's on the dirt anymore.
Sometimes when you're tired enough, it's what it is.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Paige, can you roll perception for me, please, for your watch?
Yeah. I got you.
Okay. Oh, this is also an interactive game, just so you know.
Oh, yeah.
The audience can give any of us inspiration if they think we did something cool. Additionally, we try and have polls pretty frequently. This time we haven't really had that many this session so far, but we have polls. And so the audience can actually affect the rolls and change the game.
Nice.
When you see an opportunity, we'll highlight it. If not, feel free to say something. 19 for perception.
All right. You keep an eye out. You can tell that there are a couple trees near you guys, which are like the wild ones. But you're safe enough away and you don't see anything else. And your watch comes to an end successfully. And at this point, Castil would wake up with 1 hit point.
Where are we?
Castil. Paige will like come over
still
and
100%
carefully.
out of it.
She's just down. Yeah, Paige is just like scooch like leaves and stuff over, and he'll like, "You're up."
Also, the cat is still on Castil's chest.
Asleep.
I can't breathe. I can't hit her. Oh, it's you.
It's you.
It's
Rude.
you. She's tired. She's tired, and he'll like pick her up and like set her down like next to Rayla. Just put the leaves over it. Just okay. Good. Hi.
What happened? Last thing I remember was being cold and just a bunch of ice and the collector.
Yes. Yeah. So the collector, he quotes you, found us. We ran. Here now. Paige think we're safe? Paige think we're safe?
No need to
now.
mention the cat teleporting us.
I mean, he might not be able to. Cancun.
Yeah, Cancun all.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Safe for now.
Still in Steelforge, though.
He points up. Yeah.
Do we know where we are?
He says again in his human voice, just east of Blamby.
What? There's worse places you could be.
Yes. Paige figure get to Blamden soon. Get food.
Definitely. Have you rested at all?
No.
I can wake you up if you need any.
In an hour.
Technically rested now.
You got a short rest.
A short rest. Paige,
If you need a rest.
he looks down towards the heap where Rayla is, and he looks back towards Castil. He says, No need to rest. You did a lot of work. Paige can help.
Okay. Well, I don't know what condition you were in while we were doing all that, so.
Fine.
Alright.
You was fine.
Fine. Paige, fine.
What echoes in your memory is what Rayla had said about the term fine. That's what a woman says when she's not fine.
Paige, healthy.
Alright. Well, at least let me help you with watch for a little bit.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Wouldn't be able to rest easy anyways in this place. Knowing what's here.
Yeah. Castil from Steelforge, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Useful, he corrects himself. Useful. Thank you for rescuing Paige.
Anytime. I'm not gonna say all of Steel Forge is evil, but they've certainly been losing their way as of late. And I think taking care of our own is important. Hence why I left.
I see. Paige has this sort of contemplative look, just kind of stretch across his face. And I'm actually going to ask the audience for a high or low.
Audience high or low. All right, let me get the poll. Okay, everybody. So for audience high or low, you have to use type in the chat ! vote space H or L. Okay, and that's what you vote, either high or low.
Once one is selected, I will roll a die. And the outcome that was selected by majority will be the good outcome. While the option that was selected was not selected will be the negative outcome. So I roll my dice. If you picked high and I roll high, that's the good one. If you picked high and I roll low, that's the bad one. Same thing if you pick low, except
opposite.
It's all the same. But you get an impact. You get to guess what my die is. So you can guess the die roll. And we'll be using a d20 and re-rolling 10s.
But what if you want a negative outcome?
You can hope. You can cross your fingers.
You just hope.
That's where we get to the option 1 and option 2 polls.
That's right. That's where I tell you what the options are.
This is assuming you want a good outcome.
Yeah, this is assuming you want a good outcome. You want a good outcome this time. I know you would like to hear it, so.
Okay, poll is closing in 5. Sorry, let me get my hand out.
Just guess the one that's not gonna get rolled.
Exactly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and closed.
So.
High 1.
Wow. And it was a high.
Oh.
Okay.
And nothing happens. They just.
The bad result was he was gonna shank him.
No.
Has to check doppelganger.
Yeah, I think 10 does technically count as a low.
Okay. I re-roll it. That's just how I do it. Anyway. So, Paige looks very contemplative. She's kind of looking up and around. Eventually, his eyes trail back to Castil. And he asks, what family did you belong to?
I haven't used the family name in a while, but it was Rayla family.
Hold on. Do I recognize that? I'm a double check with you.
I would be surprised if you did, but it's possible. I don't know what my siblings and parents are doing.
I think you may have.
Come to find out, they're the one that
notes.
Causes all of his trauma is my family, and now he hates me.
It's like, oh.
Oh. I don't think I gave you this name, but you would know this name.
Oh, shoot.
You would know that last name because I will whisper it to you. You would know this, though.
Oh.
You just talk about something else while I type.
Well, Seji, I think I was looking into it, and I think the probability on like a D20 is that it's like more likely for you to roll lower. Like 10 is the like probable, but Like, if we're talking about, like, statistics, from what I hear is that, like, rolling a d20, you're more prone to roll, like, mid-range to lower numbers rather than actually rolling, like, the higher numbers. But I'm not 100% sure how those statistics, like, line up, so...
Actually, I think you're right, Seji. Hold on. I think you're right. I'm gonna change how I do that from now on.
But on a d20, when you're rolling a death saving throw, a 10 is counted as a success.
Yes, you're more
They
likely.
just like us better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's where my brain went to because of the death saving. I think that's why I've been doing that. But I will balance it out from now on. I appreciate that. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Wow. Thanks, Seji. You've enlightened my mind and expanded my brain. I appreciate it.
Silverdusk says make sure to hydrate. Hydrate or dehydrate.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what are we waiting for? I kind of
We're
forgot.
giving
Lore.
Kira time.
Oh,
I
that's
know
We can
his
keep roll-
family name somehow.
Lore?
Here we go.
Lore. Hold on.
The lore.
There we go.
Okay.
I can no longer roleplay with you because you need to read what you have.
Sorry. sorry.
Do I?
I'll roleplay with the DM. DM, give me an
With the
animal.
I'm wondering if I'm going to spend this entire session unconscious.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
how's it been going?
After they have their little conversation, we can speed up the end of the long rest so you can wake up.
I mean, not gonna lie, it's what, like 2 hours in?
I'm
still
sorry.
unconscious.
I'm sorry.
To be fair, Castil woke up like, what, 20 minutes ago?
I'm sorry.
Was by design. This was intended. Fool.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It's the lore.
Wait, does it? Kaya, don't you have a medical kit?
She has a
do.
health kit.
I have a
She's
healer.
used
Oh,
a
yeah.
few of it.
Can't you expand one to give someone a hit point?
You can expend a
only-
healer's kit in order to give 1 hit point.
Well,
Yeah,
how
so
it
she could
how it
technically
works
do that,
is-
right?
No, because you need the feature in order to
Oh.
use that part
Mhm.
of it. Otherwise,
Oh.
you can just succeed on a medicine check.
Yeah.
And like stabilize. Okay, never
But
mind then.
you need the, like, there's like a specific skill or feat or something like that to give the 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Like, I think you need the,
Oh.
like the healer's feat to do that.
Okay, and then never mind.
Oh.
Which none of
Oh.
us have.
Oh.
I mean,
I
Castil
see.
is awake.
Yes.
He is awake. I
But
could
also,
heal you.
yeah, but also if he casts a
Shove a
spell, then he has to
barbarian,
kind of
yeah.
like restart his long rest.
Cool.
So,
Okay, this is good information to know. I have the information now. So, Paige, he kind of like, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I think it's kind of funny that Rayla's kind of like a rag doll right now.
Oh yeah,
Ow.
it's
So-
pretty goofy. Yeah, usually she's like the leader of the party. Now it's like she's just not allowed that role right now. She out. Hey, charisma casters, what can you do? That is what it is. So, Paige, upon hearing this name, Raya Luna? Is that what you said?
Raya Luna.
Raya Luna.
Oh. Moonbeam in Spanish.
Yeah. Okay. He kind of like nods.
Yeah,
I have a quote for this. Hold on. I have a quote for this. It's you who said this. Nice. He says, quoting you.
Oh, Castil just dropped.
No!
Right as you had it.
He did not want to hear it.
Nope, he shut it out.
He left on purpose,
Dipped.
didn't he? Oh, can't believe this guy. Can't believe.
Yeah, he actually told me that he's gonna leave on purpose.
Welcome back. I'm not repeating myself. No, he says, oh, okay. And then he quotes you. The sins of the father are not the sons, and neither the brothers the sisters. And he kind of like nods to himself.
I apologize if my family has wronged you.
No, not me. Friends. Not important. Either way, just curious. Castil, we've traveled together a long time. Couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
4 days, but he's counting.
4 days. 4 days
well,
plus
longer
I think
for
it's
us.
Like 2 weeks for us.
Oh, that's right.
Plus
I
3,
forget. Never mind. Keep going.
How dare you?
I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Almost a month for us too. Says, how does he put this? He says, you saved me. Saved me a few times. Presume to save me more times. And he sort of like lifts his head up and looks towards the rest of the party who are all sleeping. He makes sure they're sleeping. Yeah, they're asleep. He brings it back. He says, I am also from Steelforge.
Really?
Yes. Paige tends to keep this hidden. Chalora don't know. He like shakes his head to himself. Chalora can't know.
I won't tell Soul. This is your secret to share with whoever you want.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say this now. I was already planning on asking him if he was from Steelforge. So this is not influencing
I've been awake
it.
this whole time. No.
I love it.
I'm already planning on that, so.
And Paige, not allowed in Steelforge. Paige doesn't want to talk about it.
No worries. You're not alone in that either. I guess I'm allowed, kind of. I was part of the military and I left. They might not look too fondly on soldiers going AWOL.
See, probably not.
But we should be fine around the outskirts. People tend to not care for distinct names.
Presumably. Either way, I trust you.
I appreciate that. I trust you as well. Enough to put my life in your hands anyways, as you can tell.
Paige needs help keeping this up. And he's like,
do you not have the words?
Paige has the words, he says. Paige has the words. Paige is cursed. Paige I wonder if we've actually said this. Hold on, I'll pull up see if he has the words. Yes. He says, Paige contracted lycanthropy.
Oh.
He nods. He says, Paige try, get fixed. Didn't work, he says. Cleric
What?
couldn't help.
Did you not get that? The delayed reaction.
I was just trying to find the right moment to do that. I was waiting for a pause just so I could do that.
Paige reaches into the bag of holding and he pulls out his papers. He says, in our Kukari, Paige has 10 days till the next full moon, he says.
Hence the time crunch you were on.
Yep.
Question, 10 days, what day would that be? That would be
21st, I believe.
The
Wait,
20...
not 21st.
That's
yeah, 21st.
why he asked what day it was.
So that'd be the...
Mm-hmm.
Would it be the night of the 21st? Would be the full moon?
Yes, it would be the night of the 21st. Would be the first full moon. The way full moons work is that there's actually 3 of them in a row. There's 3 nights. This is common knowledge in the...
So the 20th is actually the first full moon.
Yeah, 20th would be the first full moon.
And so it'd be the night of the 20th through the 22nd.
Correct.
Yeah. So, I don't know why clerics don't help. It's confusing.
Yeah. Did you have a plan set in motion, or because you had the time frame?
Hide. Restrain myself. Wait. Every month.
It worked. Most of the people I know who are lycanthropes have been from here, and therefore it's more attached to the curse of the land. I don't know a cure, but I'd be willing to help you find one.
Thank you.
I just realized I'm looking at you over here, but the camera's over here.
Yeah, he's avoiding eye contact with you anyways. It works out. Anyway.
Should we run out of time, I will help you find a opportunity to hide and wait.
If Castil is lucky, Paige can be reasoned with. But worst comes to worst. And he sort of looks towards you and gives you almost this knowing nod. Worst comes to worst. And he, again, touches the rapier at his side.
Oh.
I get you. It won't come to that, but I will know if you need to feel safe, I will do what needs to be done, but I won't let it get that far.
I know. Thank you. Anyway, don't tell the others, he says, looking towards the rest of the party. This is for Castil.
Of course.
Castil's like, where's my stuff at?
Where's my stuff?
He is a minimalist anyways, so he is not worried too much about his stuff.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you. And he just kind of like nods again and just kind of goes back to watching.
Who's taking the next long rest? I mean, short rest. Oh, who's taking the next watch on this long rest?
Castil's.
Yeah. Paige will also help him. Give advantage to him.
Paige isn't gonna rest at all? Like sleep?
No, he's not.
Okay. This will give you a point of exhaustion. Do you still want to do that?
Yeah, I will proceed.
Okay. So, for the next...
Are you sure you don't want to rest at all, Paige? Castil would get concerned.
Not safe. He kind of like shakes his head. He says, safer this way.
True, but you still need your... Even the finest tool needs to be taken care of, otherwise it rusts and dulls.
He shakes his head. He's like, I'll rest when I'm dead. He's like...
Take care of yourself, Paige.
I thought you were gonna say, I'll rest when you kill me.
Okay, so you guys...
Technically, he did just say.
You guys continue to be on watch. As you're looking around, you guys would notice shortly before Rayla wakes up, she kind of starts to shift and twist about in her sleep, and you do notice that her body is unusually thin for like a human her age and height. And of what she does, like being a paladin, she should not be this thin.
How does she have any muscle if she eats no protein?
She's
imagination.
Sheer will.
I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
If you wish it hard enough, you will live forever.
Emily, so Rayla wakes up, and at this point there is like 2 hours left in the long rest. If anyone in the party would like to, you guys can be awake and be like talking, and this can count as like just light activities.
Rayla kind of, so she's at like 1 hit point, right?
I think when you get a full long rest, you come up with all your hit points.
Yes.
So you do. You have your hit points.
But if my long rest is not over, though.
Oh, no, yours is. Yours is.
Oh, so I've long rested.
Yeah, so Castil and Rayla, because you guys weren't walking or any of that, you had 2.5 hours on top of everybody else.
I see.
Kaya's still just zonked. She's just gone.
Okay.
No, Zilli as well.
Okay.
Rayla's going to kind of like slowly kind of like come to, head pounding a little bit. And she kind of like unconsciously brings her like coat tighter around her. She's still just cold. Cold all the time. And then kind of just wait. The collector, wait.
They escaped apparently.
Safe now.
Okay.
For now.
How much really leaves?
She quickly makes sure that like Zilli is okay. Like seeing her, she's going to kind of like
Zilli looks pretty hurt. You could probably see some bruises from where she got rammed with Castil and Rayla.
Which I don't know about.
You don't know about that, but
you did.
You could have sworn she didn't have those bruises before. I'm pretty sure she didn't have those bruises before.
To be fair, also though, we just were in a battle, so she's gonna kind of chalk them up to the battle.
Yeah. But right next to her is the sword.
Okay. So Rayla first like makes sure that like you're okay, and she's like, okay, she's just asleep. And then she sees the sword and she's like, okay, so we got the sword for that awful politician. And then she's like, okay. And then she's kind of like, she like straightens up and she's like, where's my bag? Where's my backpack?
Okay,
Paige has bag. Paige has bag.
Sir Kaya's okay.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
She sees you're asleep.
Paige has bag. It's okay. Had to move quickly. Here. And he like pulls the bag off of his side, the bag of holding specifically. He says, "Your bag in here." And
she grabs the bag of holding and is like, "My bag was bigger."
Here. And
wasn't that
my bag was shrank your bag.
Yeah. Paige will just reach on in, and he like with two hands, he reaches one hand in, and he
wasn't that Zeddy's Zeddy? The kobold, wasn't that his bag?
Whatever you did, Paige, just now, I kind of wish I didn't see that.
Well,
but
we know it was a magic bag already.
Yeah.
Yes, Zani had a magic bag. Is this
Zadi, that's his name.
Zadi? Yes, Zadi. I remember Zadi. Zadi name.
Yeah, Paige, you remember Zadi?
The one line.
Well, I think. Did Kai tell us? I don't know.
I think he
possibly Zadi. Kobold.
She didn't
I
say.
think I vaguely remember something of it appearing on me or something. I don't know.
Was he here with us when you came to, Paige?
About that. Zadi didn't make it. Zadi's dead. He like nods. Zadi's dead. Met Zadi for one line. Small time. Very small. Last words. Would you like to hear them? He asks.
Sure.
That would be so creepy and like eerie and wow. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
It was half of a prophecy. The other half of some prophecy. Something about lying about a prophecy.
Sounds important.
Seemed important.
He was a good guy. We should at least hear his words.
Okay. And Paige, like, he like cricks his neck a little bit. He's going to say Zadi's last words. Says, "I'm sorry I lied about the other half of the prophecy. Through noble souls, the last will find the guide once lost of a fateful kind. A sacrifice given and blood and pain. With blood and pain, will stay the collector's hand, but not in vain. The champion freed, though at great cost. The monks' lives given, but not all is lost."
So, he gave his life for us? Strangers?
Yes.
Rayla's just going to drag her bag and the bag of holding and kind of just sit down closer to Zilli. And she's just gonna kind of sit there in shock for a minute.
He seemed noble, he says. He seemed noble. Apparently a yellow-robed monk, he says, because Kai did explain that to him. Don't think it matters, he says, clarifying.
Well, Zodi, I didn't know you for long, but accept this in place of a cheers or a toast. He'll cast Goodberry, get his 10, kind of put one down for him, and then take one of his own, and then pass them out to whoever would like some nourishment for the morning.
DM inspiration for that.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Rayla will
Paige
not
will, like,
take it.
Paige will take one and he will lift it. He says, "For Zadi."
She just kind of holds up a flask of water and says,
Yeah.
Zadi.
I assume the other two are still asleep, but they will have theirs at the end if they want it.
They are asleep.
She will want it.
Also, thank you, Rayla. You saved Paige's life again. You and he looks towards like everyone else, the rest of you, and Zadi, of course. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna retcon a little bit what he does. So instead of leaving the bear on the floor, he's gonna kind of just smear it along the tree as if to be like a marker.
Sounds good.
Sick.
Is there anything you guys would like to talk about before the long rest is completed and your fellow companions wake up?
I think Rayla is going to be in a very kind of quiet, morose state. And so if nobody initiates her, then she's going to remain silent.
Okay.
Castil's in a somber.
Yeah, Paige will just kind of sit down next to Rayla. Not necessarily like talking to her or anything, but just kind of sits down next to her.
Okay. So I'll say that the rest of the long rest, oh my gosh, the rest of the long rest passes by peacefully. Nothing really happens. You guys sit there in silence, and Zilli and Rayla, you guys come to fully rested. Your companions are awake. Yeah, what do you guys want to do now?
I would say that during that time, like, Rayla would look through the contents of the bag.
Okay. You would find those things that I sent you earlier.
Okay. When everyone else comes to, she would just say, she would mutter to, she would actually go over to Castil and say, there was a letter in here. It seems to have our names on it. I haven't quite read it, just caught the glimpse, but I figured.
Shall we read it together?
Probably. Figure if our names are on it, it's probably something that he wanted us to hear.
The whole group is awake at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Did you want me to read it? Or
I can read it, but if you would like to, you can. But
more of offering if it was a sore subject or something you wanted to.
It's all right. I'm fairly proficient at reading.
Not reading.
I know. I jest. Okay. Well, I guess everyone. Zati has left some final thoughts for us.
Good. Paige will like walk over. Well, he's sitting there, so he's just kind of like turns his head towards you, I suppose.
Would you like me to post it in the chat after you read it or before you read it, Emily?
Maybe after I read it.
Okay.
Alright, this is also the first time I'm reading it, so. She pulls out the paper and... I'm writing this for whoever finds it. I've been in this room for almost an hour now. I hear some noises through a door, but I'm not sure if I should open it or not. My name is Zati Zapotek. I am a kobold who belongs to no one anymore. I am a yellow-robed monk, and I was sent here to save the champion. From the prophecy I know, I'm not making it out of here. My other monks got captured and transformed into things. I'm all that's left, and the prophecy says the last will fall. I don't want to die. But to these noble souls I'm going to meet here, I have high hopes, whoever you are. Know that everyone is someone. Your history is important, but never defines everything you do, and doesn't have to define who you are. I hope these 5 are supposed to be important, I think. I have faith in your importance. I only wish I could see it through to take down that king, and to achieve that good prophecy. I tore up the second half of that prophecy. I'm going to open the door if it's the noble souls. I don't want them knowing I'm going to die. Then it might not happen. Hey, you 5. I'm writing this part after I met 4 of you. I'm sorry I won't be able to turn in the hug request when you're ready. But these things happen. I guess after a life of suffering of mine, I was just glad to live every minute of freedom. Rayla, don't let what people think of you, think of your name, define you. And she's going to skip over the line, the next 2 sentences, and then go on to the next one.
And we don't even know.
She's going to skip over. Castil. What people are doesn't matter to me. Don't let it matter to you. Everyone is important, and most everyone deserve redemption. Kaya, I'm sorry you won't be able to get that hug I offered. I wish we were able to get to know each other more, but don't push people away. Don't let trauma and sorrow win. There's no coming back from that.
She's not even there.
Kayla's not even there? What?
Keep going.
Zilli, I didn't really get to talk to you, but everyone has their story. I know with parties, secrets and hiding things doesn't go well for a hopeful long time party. What?
For a long time. Like for a party that lasts a long time.
Oh.
That's what
secrets don't last well in a party that lasts a long time. Okay.
Yeah.
Kenku friend, I didn't meet you. They just mentioned you. Hold them together for Zati. I hope to go out saving someone, so if that happens, don't forget I'm saving everyone, not just one person. Don't waste what I'm doing for this group. Also in the bag, you'll find a vial of blood. That's mine. Do what you want with it. It is werewolf blood after all. Remember, hugs are the best medicine. Zati.
Sad. Big oof.
And she will pass the paper along if people want to look at it.
Read the line that you didn't read.
Read the line that I didn't read. Rayla's like, I'm not saying that. Mm-mm.
So for the audience, the line that she didn't read, the total note for Rayla was, Rayla, don't let what people think of your name define you, and try to eat more often. Experiment with good food. Try to associate eating with happy thoughts.
No.
So sad. You won't even fulfill his dying wish, Rayla.
Wow.
Wow.
It's a lot more
It all
complicated
starts
than
with a
that.
good
It's a lot more
berry.
complicated.
It's, you know, it's fine.
You would also find another letter in there as well.
Yes. Sorry, one moment. It is in the same document. It is an unset letter to Zadi's previous. Okay, I'll just read the letter.
Owner?
Yeah.
Owner,
it
yes.
says, Dear Riven Vera.
It's supposed to be Ravine.
Ravine Vera. Since I've broken away from you, I've experienced nothing but joy. The lies you told me about how joy is only found through what you have done, the lies you told me about how joy is only found through you have done nothing but steer me further and further away from you. I can't forgive the things you've done to me, and the things you've put me through, and what you turned me into. But I've learned revenge is not the way. You will never be seeing me again, and I'll find a cleric or someone to cure me of the curse you put on me. From your ex-kobold, newly named Zati Zapotek. P.S. Unrespectfully, go die in a hole.
What the?
Unrespectfully is awesome.
Also, there's like a bunch of like prophecies in here that we can send in the chat that like they're party like papers kind of a thing.
Yes. You have read before, but Paige had not, so I'll send them in.
Get to read it. He asks someone to read them to him, and this happens off camera, but they are read to him.
Yeah, just so we don't have to do all of that, but...
Do you mind if I hold on to that vial of his blood?
Sure, I'm not sure what we would
might
do
be
with
able
it.
to... I have a few ideas.
Okay. She hands you the vial of blood. She also says that in the bag... no, it's a wrong tab. It is right here. In the bag are 2 silver daggers. There are... the pages of written prophecy, the werewolf blood, which now is Castil's, and the letters from Zadi, and then also a book on how to rhyme in poems. In poem structure. How to rhyme in poem structure.
How to give good hugs.
How to give good hugs.
Mm-hmm. But those were all of the things in the bag prior. Yeah, and now it's all of our stuff, too.
Yippee!
Which, honestly, like, Rayla might just put her backpack in there, because... now she's got a bag of holding.
Space.
At one point, Castil would pull Paige aside and be like, so I know we just talked about this, but we could maybe use this to help find you a cure. Is what I'm thinking of. I can hold on to it, or you can have it, but I grabbed it so at least they wouldn't think of that you had it, to keep suspicion away.
Paige is more comfortable if Paige has it.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I
like the idea.
Okay, cool.
Is my bag still in the bag of holding?
She could pull it out and give it back to you.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would grab that.
We can all
Okay.
retrieve our stuff and whatever.
So it is now morning of the next day, right?
Correct. Although
And
there is no
Paige has
sunlight,
the
the only
werewolf
thing
blood.
that keys into this is the lantern that Paige and Castil have, as it's glowing brighter.
Okay.
Castil would water his plant, take care of it.
Good.
Yeah, same. I'm doing the same thing, you know. The regular.
The regular maintenance.
In the morning, Rayla's going to just be like, Okay, well, Castil, Paige, you probably know this land a bit better than we do. It's probably time that we head out and try and get out of here. We need to return back to Ingwood swiftly.
Yes.
Cut through Blamden? Go around, Paige asks. Faster through?
It would be faster
Safer
through.
around. Perhaps.
Well,
Tis on the border.
how long were we out, to say?
It has only been
This is
a
because Castil hasn't asked himself, so this is so Castil can know.
well,
It's like a day?
yeah.
It's been a day since you guys have left Ingwood.
And we had
You had 4 days at the time.
4 days.
So now, including today, you have 3 days to get back.
Would we be able to get there in time if we went around Blamden?
Let me put you guys on the map.
And this is where we get to see the map.
The map, the map, the map, the map.
It'd take about a day and a half.
So you can go past Blamdon, you can cross the rivers instead and also bypass Colgate and just go like diagonally to Ingwood.
Well, that's assuming we know the the exact direction.
Right. Well, it might end up being a little squiggly as you go there, but it's in, diagonally. You can bypass both cities.
Yeah. Paige
Do we-
did roll like a natural 20 for his survival check on how to get to Ingwood from here.
Do we
So
have
he
enough
might
supplies
just
to
know.
get there, is the question then. Because if we don't, we should stop by Blamden on our way there.
Well,
But if
when
we
we
don't-
get into Arkakari, I do know of some edible plants.
I mean, good berries can sustain us. So, even if you couldn't find plants, I can provide those. I'd be more concerned about water. How's our canteens, everybody?
I'm running low.
Paige, okay. Half full.
If we take a little bit of time, we could boil water from the river.
Good plan. I think we should prioritize Ingwood and hurry.
Yes. Just there's not much in between, so I wanted to make sure that we were good to go.
You would need to get more water.
We can stop at the river and try and boil some.
Yeah, stop at river.
Alright.
Seems fair.
Okay, was it to the north or east, that area that I was thinking of? With the wolves?
The area you're thinking of...
Or north or south?
I would say it's this direction. Yeah.
So we're probably going to cross over it?
If you went that way, you could.
I do know of one sanctuary, however, it is dangerous to get there, so we might want to avoid it.
Okay. Avoid may be best. Avoid may be best. Time more important right now, I think.
Yeah. I'd say we go around it then, just because it would be... It's surrounded by beasts, basically.
Okay.
Though if you guys want to meet a good friend, it's where... you guys heard me talk about him. It's where Abaddon lives.
Abaddon.
I mean,
Mr. Abaddon.
I remember hearing the name.
Yeah, he's in that direction. However,
does he have water?
Did he have water? I'm trying to remember if it was just a
water.
It's a sanctuary. It's a decently okay place, but reaching it might be. There's wolves all around outside.
Well,
you do see Zilli tense up a bit at that.
We try and stay away from wolves where we can, but she's gonna go and kind of like wrap an arm around Zilli, and just be like, but you two know Steel Forge, so reluctantly, we will follow your path here. Whatever you think is the safest way to get out of here. We should probably make haste.
I think it would just take more time. We should go around it, because it wouldn't take more time. It'd be dangerous to go through it. It's
okay.
More of deciding our direct route or not.
Well, it sounds like we're going direct to Ingwood, so lead on.
Yes. Okay. Paige will proceed with his... Actually... Yeah, he'll keep doing it. It makes sense. He'll take ball bearings and, like, following the same strategy at the base of the trees.
Castil will join in with rocks. And just...
we swap in between every tree.
Rayla, you're a little confused at first until one of the trees is hit by a rock and it lashes out and tears up all the ground within 5 feet of it and then reverts into a normal tree again.
The trees do this?
Welcome to Steel Forge.
Like everything is trying to kill you.
Basically.
One day.
So...
One day something won't try to kill us.
So, Paige and Zilli, you will notice that Kaya is very quiet now, and she just kind of trails the end of the group again. Kind of how she was before. She just kind of returns to that state.
There's a second I thought you guys all froze.
Nope, we're just waiting for someone to react, do something, say something.
Yeah, you know.
Zilli will just go up beside you. She's not gonna say anything. She's basically just there as a way to tell you that you're not alone.
And she will match pace with you, but she won't say anything else.
Okay, so you guys are heading to the river, correct?
To boil some water.
To boil some water.
Yeah, some water.
Yeah, I'll say it takes you 2 hours to get there. Whoops. Gotta put you on the right map. Do. Oh no, did I not download it? I thought I did. Well, you guys are walking. I thought I downloaded it, but I didn't. Whoops.
I mean, we could just skim over the, boiling water and walking.
Oops.
We'll see. Because once you guys reach the river, there we go. I was like, why can't I upload it? That's because I was clicking the wrong button. You do notice you don't have the cat with you. You left her in the leaves.
Is she
No
still
way.
passed out?
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. But we would... Okay,
We
wait.
wouldn't have
we
But
wouldn't
no
have-
one mentioned it. No one did.
Okay, here's the thing. If she was still lying on my cloak, I would have picked it up. Which means
Oh, but she's not lying on your cloak because
You moved her.
She was
you moved
on.
her and you buried her under the leaves. You left the cat.
That's on page.
That may or may not be on page a little bit.
And you realize
we
that
don't-
as
we don't have to go
you
back.
reach the river, that the cat's not there.
We don't have to go back, right? No, we do. It's
Guys,
kind
that's
of a
2.5 hours though.
Yeah, but also we kind of owe it to this cat a little bit.
Paige, if you can take them, I can wild shape and maybe get there faster back, and then splitting the party a horrible idea.
But I mean, we've encountered nothing so far.
Yeah, that doesn't mean there's nothing to encounter, but
Kaya would just step up and be like, well, let's just do what we came here to do, and we can decide while we're doing that. But let's not just stand here. And she'll just start gathering water.
Yeah, yeah, I think some of us should be staying here and boiling water.
Alright. I will. He's gonna finish off his cat team. Can someone boil water for me? I will go back and get the cat.
Rayla,
I think
will be
we
boiling
should at least go in pairs. If not everyone.
yes, Paige, agree.
Also, never mind. You're going.
No, you can finish that. You can finish that sentence.
Okay, keep going.
All right. Probably nothing anyway.
So, Rayla will be staying here and manning a pot because she's got a big pot and be boiling water.
Kaya's already boiling water.
Could do girls versus guys.
Do
But
that.
Kaya
Oh,
was
yeah,
saying, no, one of
Rayla
you
and-
two need to stay. Because you guys know Steelforge.
Yeah, one of us
Yeah.
should stay.
That's right.
Castil.
He can at least transform into some form of canine to track himself or our path.
Yeah, I mean, if he can like have someone ride on his back, then hypothetically, using the mounted stats and whatever, the person riding will have increased movement speed.
Zilli might be small enough for that.
Yeah, Kaya would be like, Zilli, do you want to go with Castil and go retrieve the cat? You are very good with the cat.
Zilli looks over at Rayla, almost like she's asking if that's okay.
Rayla doesn't like letting Zilli go off on her own. Rayla.
Who knows what kind of chaos she can do.
She's not on her
not
own.
that. She's like,
Castil.
she's nervous. And she's going with a dude. And like,
Oh, that's a good point.
Okay, but you
Uh,
know what she's
You could
capable
go in her
of.
place.
I know.
Doesn't
But
mean the
that
drum's
doesn't
not
mean
there.
I'm not going to worry. Oh, I don't like this.
Trouble giving up your daughter for a man. I know. It's like
We all
it's
go
tough
through it.
for everyone.
You
Yeah,
can
we
tell
all
that
go through it.
Rayla is very stressed about it and is not. She's like, her words are like, well, Zilli, you can make your own choices. You're your own person. But like body language, facial language,
I'm going
tone,
to be disappointed.
she's like, I don't think this is a good idea at all.
So at that, Kaya will just stand and she'll be like, okay, I'll go. You guys stay. I'll go with Castil.
Okay. Paige like leans in and will like take over your boiling position. He like takes the stuff and
She'll nudge
Assume
Paige
you
and just give him some of the cocoa powder if anyone wants it, and then just and then just go with Castil.
I mean,
We're gonna
but
end this
Zilli,
session with everybody having a chocolate addiction.
if you really want to
him.
go, I can't stop you. If you really want to go,
I'm
Zilli.
going. She'd be like, I'm going. She'd be like slightly annoyed in her, like, dude, I already said I'm going. Like, but Paige, that's a huge responsibility. She trusts you with her chocolate.
Yeah. He'll take it. He's honored. Well,
Can I roll sleight of hand to try and sneak some?
Just straight powder.
I mean, it is okay with me. However, it is Kaya's item. Kaya, are you okay with her just like trying to steal some?
I think as I'm like walking towards Castil, I'd stop by Zilli and be like, you can have some more, but try to share some with Rayla. But Rayla wouldn't hear it because I'd whisper it to her.
Rayla? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Rayla would like to pull Kaya aside before they leave just for a moment.
She
Are you going to be alone with a man? Do you know how evil they are?
You don't know what she's gonna say. Let her talk.
Rayla will kind of like...
I'm gonna steal all your chocolate.
Rayla will kind of like pull Kaya to the side. And she's gonna be like... just be careful out there. You never know what can happen, okay?
She just kind of nods, kind of a more blank expression.
And she's going to say, you got a dagger on you?
I have 2.
Good. Keep them handy, just in case. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Awkward, trying to show care, bonding. I love it.
Rayla's not good with other people.
Mama Rayla.
She's hangry.
And then she'll just she'll be like, thank you. And then she'll just turn around and leave.
So, with Castil as a dog, is the size compatible for her to do mounted? And we can...
I am very small.
I mean, elves are considered lighter than other people. You are a half elf, you're short. You know what? Let's leave it to the audience. Audience, option 1. As a dog, Rayla can ride him. Option 2, that doesn't work.
He'd have to be like a horse or something.
Yeah.
She's
pony.
It could be fun, guys.
It could be fun though.
It could be fun though.
Canon height 4'8". She's actually canonically the smallest character. Height-wise, anyway.
Height-wise.
Wait, what'd you say her height was?
It is 5'8", canonically.
4'8".
Or sorry, 4. Sorry, 4'8".
Okay, I was about to be like, no, Zilli's smaller than that.
Yeah, I have Zilli down as 5 foot.
She's a dwarf. It's okay.
And then Rayla's 5'8".
Yep.
Castil's
I have
a whopping
5'6"
six.
specifically. Yup. Anyway.
Okay.
Good
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voting closes and option 1 wins.
Hey, alright. It works out. You can ride
out.
Castil as a dog, a large dog.
He would be bigger this time, but you would also notice that a lot of his colors in his fur and whatnot are a lot more matted or like darker, duller to kind of match the atmosphere that they're in.
Kaya would be kind of a little bit terrified as she's like holding on for her life.
Okay. So you guys start to run back for the cat. What are the rest of you doing while you wait for them? if anything.
Zilli's going to open the container of hot chocolate, hoping to see the delicious drink that she once has, only to find it is powder.
Yeah, she didn't know it came about.
She's like, huh?
Here, no.
Wait.
Paige will like, he says, no, I show you. And then he's going to set it down. At this point, I'm sure we've been boiling water, right? We've got
You have boiling water
containers to boil them in.
Rayla's pulling out all her pots. And
She'd also, before she left, she'd be like, don't use all of it.
Don't use all. Okay. Sounds good. But yeah. So you've got like pots. Do you have cook's utensils, by the way?
I do.
And Kaya's stuff is there too. She left it.
Oh, okay. Good. So yeah, we've got dinner.
She only eats with fine cutlery.
only the best.
Finest of cutlery.
Just imagine someone going out camping with like fine silverware. And...
That's her.
Wait, sorry. I should clarify. Rayla doesn't have the like pack specified as cook's utensils, but she has like the basic camping cooking stuff that you would have, like the very bare basic stuff, like a mess kit. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
She doesn't actually have like cook's utensils.
Yeah, okay. Kaya has that, but it's like really, really, really nice.
Perfect.
Just like how her bedroll is so nice, it's not even useful. It's not even like won't keep you warm. It's just really nice.
It's very pretty.
Just fancy. Just fancy.
Oh, we lost Zilli.
Yeah.
Zilli's gone.
She's back.
She's back.
Is she? Let me get her back.
So Paige will like, no, watch, and then he's going to sort of gesture for some boiling water and like some containers. He says, I saw this. I was watching. You were playing with Cat. He like and he's going to take small amounts of it and put it in. It's a little bit more than she put in. He doesn't really know the amounts. It might be like 1.5 servings or something per cup. I rolled for it. It's like, how much? On a scale of 1 to 20. And I rolled a 19. So, not all of it. But it's just like a portion and a half for each of us, and he'll like put them each in the glasses. And then he'll sort of gesture for Rayla to pour hot water into each of the glasses. He says, pour. And mix together.
Rayla will pour hot water into all the glasses.
Bro better not waste my cocoa powder. It's very expensive.
And then he knocks it over. No.
He like looks
let
inside the bag. He's like, ooh. Closes it. Let's just not use any more.
as you guys are making it, like you can see Zilli like doing some happy little bounces as she's sitting there, and you basically like you hear her muttering this just chocoreto.
That's so cute.
Awesome.
DM inspiration. That was adorable.
Yeah.
Booyah. So Paige will he doesn't really have anything to properly stir it with. So instead he just kind of like
Rayla does.
Oh, you do? Oh,
yeah,
perfect.
Rayla will make small with a spoon.
Perfect.
Yeah, and there's another spoon from Kaya that's there.
Oh, perfect. So yeah, he's stirring as well and helping. And then he will hand one over to he'll hand one to Zilli, and then he will pick the one up himself, and then he'll sort of look down towards the cup and towards Rayla, and he says, "If you want, it's good.
And
it is good.
The aroma is hitting her nose, and her stomach is definitely growling. But she's just gonna say, no thank you. Zilli can have it.
More for
You can
Zilli.
see Zilli has already downed her glass.
And Zilli's like, absolutely, I'll drink your cup.
Yeah. Paige looks a little bit. You can see his face gets like a little bit sad. To you, it may look offhandedly as disappointed. Maybe how you take it with your whole thing. Unless you roll for it.
She doesn't really care.
Yeah.
I think that's horrible, but she doesn't really have a high care as to what other people think of her. She wants them to think that she's a good person, but she doesn't necessarily
this doesn't matter.
This is just eating habits,
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, he will begin drinking. Very good.
He's
happy.
Making the you should
Just really exaggerate to make Rayla feel
jealous. Rayla is going to reach into her pocket and kind of fiddle with the hunk of bread that Kaya gave her. And she's going to pull her hand away and just sit there hungry and just drink some water.
Okay.
Awesome.
However, Zilli's there watching as Greg is teasing. He's just like, I would more.
I'm assuming there's nothing else you guys wanted to talk about, correct?
Rayla will give the hunk of bread to Zilli and say, eat up.
She'll look at the piece of bread, look up at you, and then pull out the strawberries she still has and hands them to you and repeats those words back.
Yeah.
They're a little older now. They're 2 days old, so they're a little bruised.
They're a little mushy, but not.
A little mushy, but they're still edible.
Rayla's like, thank you, but you really need your strength. You're growing.
You're shrinking.
Oh my gosh!
That was good.
Ooh.
That got me.
That was cold.
True, though.
That's how I would respond.
So hold on, I'm gonna whisper this to you, Emily. Actually,
Not the whispers. The secrecy from the audience. I can't believe you.
Those give you blisters, don't you know?
I mean, it's just me, Zilli, and Paige here right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're isolating Paige. How dare you?
You're leaving it out.
You lean in, say something, looks between you.
Yes, I'm just gonna say the answer. Yes. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I forgot about that. Oh! I was like, yeah, I know that. I know that. Rayla's gonna be like, you need this, and then she's gonna be like, wait a second, Zilli. And she's gonna grab up all the food, the bread and the berries, and she's gonna go over to Paige and be like, this is for you.
Confused Paige.
Drops it in your hands.
Thank you.
Zilli's just gonna look at you really confused and just be like, but you need that.
No, I'm fine. I don't need food from other people. I'll just
Then make your own food.
Just gnaw some bark like we used to, okay? It's fine.
But that's nasty.
Put some cocoa powder on it.
It could be. No, but Kaya's not here to say that. Rayla's like, it's better than the alternative, okay? I just won't eat. I'm not going to eat. Oh, thank you for the raid!
Thank you!
Hello.
+3. Welcome,
Hey.
welcome.
Hello.
Paige will say, Paige can help find food. Paige know the area.
I appreciate the thought, Paige, but I can't eat anything here.
He can find
Okay.
you some bark.
He shrugs.
It's fine. We need to get back to Arkakari, and I can
Do
find
you want to
something.
bark from here?
No,
Probably not.
probably
The
not.
bark gnaws back.
It does.
I can't believe
It's not
that.
a good place.
Oh, I'm a little embarrassed, but that's okay. And she's like,
Okay.
no, it's fine. It's fine. I don't need anything. I'm not a pity party.
Okay. No problem. And Paige, you just kind of like,
Now eat those darn strawberries.
yeah, he just like
It's a
starts
good thing.
eating the berries. He eats them a
Sorry.
little faster now.
Good thing that Gaia's not there, or she would bite back.
I'm sorry.
I had the idea of just having Castil sit there like, this is your good berry. And you're like, I don't want it. All right, fine. He just tosses it away. Here's your good berry. And just goes through all of them until, like, I'm wasting this food if you don't eat it.
I'm sorry, Paige. I didn't mean to snap. I'm just a little hungry. It's fine.
Then eat.
No. Sorry. Zilli, I'd like to know why you don't get healed.
What do you mean?
Do you not know? I just realized in the collector's lair. Zilli, do you not know that you're undead?
Well, after you say that, you see her face just drop. What?
It's about time you found out.
I see.
Zilli, do you ever feel hungry? Do you ever really feel a lot of pain? My senses that I get from being a paladin are pinging off the charts that you're undead.
I'm eating the food.
You see like her lip quivering a bit. I'm dead?
No. Zilli! My heart!
It's okay. There's
So,
plenty of
and
nice
she's-
undead, Paige says.
I will clarify this. Me as a player, I know this. Zilli as a character does not.
Zilli,
Makes sense.
Does she have a concept of death at least, though? Like,
Zilli,
how young is she?
do you,
So Zilli is 13 years old. Sorry, I'm answering questions
Okay.
here. Zilli is
Okay.
13 years old, and yes, she has a concept of death because she has seen it.
Gotcha.
Zilli, undead, just so you know, undead means that you were dead, but you came back to life. But you aren't quite the same.
Zilli doesn't look undead, Paige says. And besides, there's plenty of nice undead. You just like,
Well, yeah, of course. I'm not saying that, like, I'm probably butchering
like
this.
If you just looking at her, you can see that her face is getting more and more distraught.
Oh, no, Zilli!
She's just, I'm dead!
No, Zilli! Oh no, what have I done? Zilli, drink my cocoa. Drink up. It tastes good, doesn't it? It's happy.
You can see a few tears start forming.
Zilli, I'm sorry. It's I don't know what to say. I've just gotten a sense that I don't know what to say. What? That your organs don't work? I don't know what to say.
Paige, he just says, "Why does being undead make you uncomfortable?" He just asks very directly.
To Zilli, right? Because it's not making Rayla uncomfortable.
Yeah,
she's just
Zilli.
like, what is going on?
I don't want to be dead.
No,
Well,
you're
you're
not dead. You're not. No. By the
Just
concept.
that I am.
I know. But the concept that you are thinking of, you're not. Oh, hold on. I have the name. Hold on.
Are you talking about a hollow one? A lich?
It was
Zombie. Skeleton.
No, it was Gregor. Gregor Glassglow. She's gonna be like, you're not like Gregor. Okay? He's gone. Forever. But
And at this, you see, the tears are flowing faster now, and she just goes, grow.
oh my gosh, I'm making things worse. I know, I miss Gregor too.
So I don't think Zilli has told you that she knows him.
I thought you did.
No, you guys discovered this outside of game, and I told you, you don't know this. You have to have this conversation in game.
Okay, then never mind. We should probably scratch that. Because I totally thought that we had known. Then never mind. We don't know. We don't know. The people that you saw that have who have you seen dead? I can say
oh crap, now I'm gonna need to pull this up. Hold on.
Okay, while you're pulling up names, I'm gonna cut over to Castil and Kaya. You guys have been traveling for let's say 30 minutes. Is there anything, Kaya, you were wanting to say to Castil while you were traveling, or just keep traveling?
She's feeling a little bit awkward because anything she does say, she won't get a response to it anyways.
That's
so
fair.
she's debating saying things and then being like, no, and then just a repetitive cycle of that.
Okay. When you guys get 50 minutes away from the lake, you do see Seraphine walking up the path towards you guys. She looks a little dirtier than normal, and her tail's hanging down. And yeah.
Castil goes up to her and does the typical dog thing of kind of nuzzles her, starts trying to lick her clean.
She hisses at you and slaps your nose.
You then go for the scruff of her neck to pick her up and start going back.
And then you notice lightning comes off of her, and you get shocked as she forces you to drop her. She goes and sits down, and she's glaring at both of you.
Kaya just shoves Castil. What are you doing? This is not how you. And then she will she'll actually get out some food and kneel on the floor and be apologizing, be we're so sorry, we didn't mean to, and she sets out her offering before the cat. She's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. And she pushes the meat a little bit closer.
Turns her head away.
And
her
then
tail's flicking.
She'll just sit crisscross, and she'll just wait patiently.
He flips on his back.
And she'll also be like, she'll be like, I don't know if you can understand me, but
Wow.
I wanted to thank you earlier for saving us. I didn't know you were capable of that. That magic.
Huh?
She just ignores Castil.
She licks her paw.
I really am sorry.
Licks her paw again while looking at you.
Please accept my offering.
Just say, and we'll never do it again.
I can't say that. I'm not gonna lie. You might forget about her again.
You never know.
Roll for persuasion.
Castil does nothing because he would probably make a disadvantage.
I got a 23.
23. She looks away, her tail flicking, looks back. Kind of does a little huff.
It up to you.
She'll eat the meat. She'll eat it, but she still looks like she's mad at you.
To be fair, it wasn't me.
Wow.
So while she's eating it, Kaya will like unpack some stuff in her bag and then like make it so that she'll put her
Wait,
bedroll
didn't you
on
leave
top.
all your stuff with...
No, I just left my
Oh,
my
just the cup, okay.
over there. Yeah, so I'll take out like my bedroll and stuff and like shove everything under and like put a blanket on it so that she can sit in the bag whenever she's ready. But make it comfy for her.
Wow. And she kind of like perks up a little bit and goes into the bag and lays down and starts licking herself.
And to like cover it a little bit so it's kind of shaded for her and just like, and then we'll put the bag back on and turn back to Castil and be like, all right, let's go.
All right.
All right, and you guys start heading back. Oh my goodness. Zilli, what names are you going to tell Rayla?
All right. So she will first tell you 4 names. Simon, Kara, Mary, and Fosco. And if you've spent time around town, you would know that these are fellow urchins.
Okay.
Where are my other notes for this? Could have sworn, like, I know I have 4 notes on this. What did I do with them? Crap,
They
am
pooped.
I gonna need to find these ones on my phone? For some reason, I put all of my notes in Google Keeps, but for some reason there are certain ones that only show up on my computer and not my phone.
Interesting.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay, let's see here.
Castil's gonna spend his second wild shape to remain as a dog as they travel back.
Sounds good.
What's it?
If he wasn't a dog, he would
these are
start a
probably
whole
ones.
conversation with him.
I can send you the names if you'd like.
Yes, please. I think they are way back in our chat.
he's mostly staying dog to help keep track of where they're going, so he can follow scent trail. Yeah.
And so he can move quickly.
Also, I think it's really funny that like Paige is just like eating and watching like this drama unfold as Rayla's like progressively making things worse because she's crying. She's crying. I don't know what to do. What do I do?
You know, he's adding an occasional thought or two. It's like I don't get it, man. I'm confused. I don't see this as a bad thing.
Women.
Women, says
So,
Kaya.
After her urchin friends, she mentions the names Grogro, Rundle, and Roki.
Grogro, Rundle, and Groki?
Roki.
Groki.
No, just Roki. R-O-K-I. And I'm actually gonna have you roll insight.
Okay. I will. Let me roll that.
Also, in addition, one of the names she mentioned to you from the urchins, you would actually recognize as a family name of some servants who used to work for your family.
Which one? Simon, Cara, Mary, Fosco.
Simon.
That's the family name?
No, sorry. Simon Oberon. Simon Oberon. They were killed during the raid on your family's house.
I also got a 19 on insight.
Perfect. So you can tell that she has actually shortened some of the names because they were hard for her to pronounce. So Roki is actually Davroki. Kara is Salakara. And Grogro is Gregor Glassglow.
Wait, Kara was what?
Salakara.
And then Grogo was Gregor Glassglow.
Yes.
Okay. She is saying all these names aloud, correct?
Yes.
So Paige does hear them or does not?
Yeah.
Yes, he hears them.
Okay.
And Rayla's going to be like, Grogo. Wait. You knew Gregor?
She nods.
Wait, and Rundle and Davriki. I actually know them.
She nods again.
They're the ones who found me.
I am so sorry.
Kaya.
And you actually notice that a single tear like falls from Rayla as she's like, their deaths were hard to hear about. I'm sorry that you had to experience that as well. They were good people. And, well, I'm close friends with the Glassglows.
Glassglows.
Yeah, sorry.
See, their names are hard to pronounce.
It is hard.
They're dwarven.
They're dwarven. From a glass blowing. They used to be glass blowers. Yeah, she knows their family very intimately. If you would like to meet them when we go to Vale, I'm sure they would love to meet you. I was hoping to stop by anyways when we reached Vale.
Zilli wipes away a few tears and nods.
Rayla's gonna wrap her arms around Zilli, and she's gonna say, I'm sorry that I said you were undead. I did not mean it as a bad thing. All I intended was that... Do you know the term biology?
She shakes her head.
You know how she's going to now she's kind of like kneeling on the ground in front of you. And she's going to say, you know how people have a heart, right?
She nods.
A heart that beats. She's going to be like rhythmically tapping her chest. Well, and she's going to grab your hand and put it up to your chest. And then she's going to, like, wait a couple beats and then move it and put your hand onto her chest. And you'll feel the... And then she puts it back onto yours. And I'm assuming there's no beat.
She has a beat. It's just very slow.
Okay. You notice how slow that beat is in your chest?
She nods.
The heart needs to be beating much faster to sustain life. It just means that, well, it means you've got a little bit of, not a little bit, but you've got some special abilities, Zilli. You're special. Undead is essentially you were alive and at one point your heart stopped beating. And now it's beating again, but a lot slower. It means you're probably colder to the touch. You don't hurt as much with wounds. I know it's a bit confusing. But I hope this makes a little bit of sense. And she's gonna kind of look over at Paige. Be like, any thoughts you'd chime in?
Paige, think. You're still Zilli. Nothing changed.
No. Just your biology, which is all the inner workings of your body.
Yeah.
She just nods. She's still crying, but not as hard as she was.
Okay.
I feel really bad. She's just gonna be like, and that's so sad. She knows so many of the people that died. Oh, well, because Rayla was like really like, she knew her people really well.
What would be even more sad is if she was like, wait, does that mean that everyone else is undead and I'll see them again?
Oh!
No, they're dead. There's a difference between dead and
undead. It means you were dead, but you're not dead.
It means that you died and came.
You would unlock that possibility.
You're special,
He's only mostly dead.
But Zilli, when we go to Vale, I promise we'll go see the glass globes. And I'll have you meet Nora. She is the most wonderful dwarf. She's one of my closest friends. And Gregor was her older brother. She has lots of older brothers. But I promise you'll meet them.
Okay. So, as this is all happening, Castil and Kaya, you guys are coming back with the cat, and you suddenly feel a temperature drop around you. And there's this very quick blur of blue frost that shoots past you. And Castil, you recognize this as one of those wolves. And it shoots past you guys. You are like... You can see the party in view. You can see them. And you see this frost shoot past you guys towards the party. And it just grabs Zilli by the neck and rips her away from Rayla as it just zooms past and carries her across the bridge.
No,
and we're going to end the session there.
I can't grip onto her.
This thing can move 200 feet in a turn. It rips her out of your hands.
Nice.
You said this is a wolf, right?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Just as a quick side logistical thing, can we have already filled up all the canteens?
Yes.
And put all the stuff away?
Yeah, you guys have been there for a while.
Okay.
Where did my book go? I'll show you what it looks like. It's so cute.
But oh my gosh.
Aww.
No!
I want to see what's going to give us even more trauma.
I love them.
Especially cute.
You bring back my Zilli!
They're so cute.
Aww. I would pet it if I could.
Devil dog! Devil
dog!
dog!
So cute!
He's too fast. Can't pet him.
You can't touch him. Yeah. Well, thank you all for joining. If you liked the episode, like it on YouTube, leave a comment, follow us on Twitch and on TikTok, and let us know what you think of this episode. All the reveals that came out. Let us know. There's a lot of secrets coming out tonight, which was fun. And be sure to come and join us next week, cause they got stuff to resolve.
A lot.
Any final thoughts before we end for tonight?
I feel like nothing got resolved.
A lot of things got resolved.
I feel like they did and didn't at the same time. It's like someone got like a cut on their arm, right? And so we like tried to put a band-aid on it, and then immediately a spear went through the arm in the same spot.
Like when you asked her how she felt about being undead?
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, and the same thing with the food, and like we keep trying to feed you, and then a spear goes through the arm because you just get angry and you won't eat anything.
Okay, she's hangry. She's really hangry. She also has trauma with food, so forcing her to eat food is not helping her. It's honestly reinforcing why she's not gonna eat it.
Yeah. Wow.
There, but oh man, that was fun. Werewolves.
Oh, we lost
secrets, undead, magic cats. I would sit on that one a while.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Well,
I guess my question. Okay, I do have a question for you guys, and for the audience. Who do you think the champion is that was saved? Do you think it's one of the players, or do you think it's the cat? Who is it? Is it the sword? Is that the champion?
This would probably like the cat.
I don't know. Just gotta put it in the
Doesn't he
chat.
call the cat the champion at one point?
I kind of think it's going to be Rayla.
It was Carla.
It was Carla.
The one who died to the gin.
Oh yes, Clara. Yes.
But oh man, the champion. She died.
We didn't get any of her giblets. We should have grabbed a hunk of her. We could have resurrected her.
Why do you call them giblets?
That's a technical term for them.
Okay.
Pieces. Never mind.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're gonna go to the outro now.
Love you guys. Good night.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.